What a highlight reel. Hauls it in. He will score.
Kickoff, so you better be ready to dance. Fakes no ticked off on the beach if you're given the chance.
How about that?
Pure adrenaline. No one's ever knew where you're standing.
Takes it all the way. Touchdown.
Fate has chosen you. Time to dial it in. Yeah.
It's the Bruins and the Aggies, and it's kickoff weekend. The SEC on CBS.
Pure adrenaline. Yeah.
We welcome all of you to the Home Depot SEC on CBS this afternoon. Our first game of the year, UCLA, comes to town to visit Texas A&M. This is always one of the great scenes in college football. Kyle Field on the campus of Texas A&M. Hi once again, everybody. Vern Lundquist along with Gary Danielson. We welcome you to Kyle Field. This is the beginning of our 11th year together.
Wow, I'll tell you. Hey, you know, there's a lot of people that are going to savor every one of these games, including myself. But let's do it right the way you want to do it, and the game comes first, right?
All right, we'll make it from now till Army Navy, I promise you. Well, Gary, so much conversation about the opening weekend of the season. Now it's here.
You know what I think is best, especially about teams like this, teams like UCLA, teams like Texas A&M, opinions over. Off-season talking's over. What on the field is going to matter. We see it with Houston already in this game. If they win that game, opinions don't matter. I love it. Let's see who wins the game.
Well, let's talk first of all Texas A&M. They have arguably the best defensive end in all of college football in Myles Garrett, and they have a brand new quarterback.
Yeah, they got two stars, I believe, in this football game. Let's start with Myles Garrett on defense. He's one of those dependable stars. He shows up against the run. He shows up against the pass. He's a leader on this football team. He plays with effort. When your best player plays with the most effort on the field, you have a chance to be a great defense. Now, Trevor Knight comes with experience. In the past couple of years, that's what's been missing, I believe, from this offense. They've had young quarterbacks who made a lot of mistakes. And don't sleep on Trevor Knight. This guy can throw the football. He's not just a runner, a very interesting addition to the SEC in college football.
Well, like A&M, UCLA finished 8-5 last year. But if you want to make a short list of outstanding college quarterbacks, you could go to number 3, Josh Rosen for UCLA.
Bernie's got it all. I don't really know. When you watch the tape and you watch him play, he believes in himself. He's a great leader. I mean, there's people voting on UCLA voting him captain, leaders of this team, and he can make all the throws. He may have as good as arm that UCLA has produced since Troy Aikman. That's the offense. But UCLA needs to build on the defense. And they have their star coming back, Eddie Vanderos, number 47. He missed all of last year. If he can plug up the middle of that UCLA defense, this is a team with their schedule that can contend for the Pac-12 championship.
A simultaneous arrival, the Aggies in maroon and white, the Bruins in white with gold helmets. Only the 5th meeting ever between these two. The last was in 1998 in the Cotton Bowl. That was a UCLA victory. Recently expanded Kyle Field. 102,000. The head coach is Kevin Sumlin, and she's with Allie LaForce.
Coach, after 2 seasons that didn't live up to your expectations, you made major changes to this program. How have those changes prepared you for this moment?
Well, I think we've had a great offseason. We've got great practices. We're about to find out what's going to happen. So our guys are in a good place right now. We're just anxious to kick this thing off.
This is what you've waited for, 100,000 fans cheering for you with a chance to be a ranked opponent to start out the season. What makes you confident this team will rise to the occasion?
Well, I like the look in their eye. I like the way we came out of the locker room. We just got to kick this thing off, play some football.
Good luck, Coach.
All right, thanks.
I think he should also like, Vern, the fact that he's gotten bigger in the defensive line, bigger at linebacker. It's been a little embarrassing here in Aggie land having people run against the former wrecking crew defense the way they have the last few years. That's been the job of John Chavis, to get that defense up to speed.
And Allie LaForce has made her way to the UCLA sideline. Here she is with Jim Morrow.
Coach, you just had some final words with quarterback Josh Rosen, who comes into his second year as one of the most hyped up and one of the most scrutinized quarterbacks in all of college football.
Yeah.
Why do you believe he'll rise to the occasion today?
I just believe that he's a winner. I think that he's got competitive greatness, and that's being at your best when your best is needed, and that's what I think he's got. So I'm excited for him.
You said there's a different level of confidence with this team. Why are you confident this team's ready to go?
I don't know. I mean, we're going to see what's going to happen here, but there's just maturity on this team we haven't had before, so we're excited. All right, Allie, take care.
I think Jim's ready to go. What do you got that idea?
But an old-time veteran move, run out on the road with the home team, right? You get the cheers.
Somewhere Lou Holtz was smiling.
Exactly.
I think. Well, the weather, it's to the Aggies' liking. 88 degrees, actually. That's not bad this time of year. Wind out of the northeast at 5 miles per hour. As we said, this is the 5th meeting. Series is tied 2-2. This is the first meeting since 1998. There were 2 games played in the 50s and 1 in the 40s. UCLA making its first visit to Kyle Field. UCLA rather won the toss, and they have deferred. I'm smiling now because I'm looking down at a freshman place kicker, J.J. Molson. His largest crowd he's ever performed before was 1,000 in Montreal, and here he is kicking off in front of 102,000. It is a good kick, but returnable. Justin Evans, number 14. Nice defensive pressure, special teams play by UCLA. Tackle led by Brandon Burton, number 15. And now the Chick-fil-A starting lineups. Trevor Knight, first 3 years at Oklahoma, biggest highlight of his life was a win over Alabama.
Yeah. Vern, when I went and watched him practice, I was pleasantly surprised. You know, his reputation is as a dual threat runner. He's a much better passer than people realize.
Out of Reagan High School in San Antonio, he comes to the near side. That one is dropped by Ricky Seals-Jones. Maybe a touch behind him.
Yep.
Offensively for the Aggies, Genesee Prater, McCoy, Lanphier, Illuminor at right tackle. Running back to open is White. Christian Kirk will have all kinds of eyes on him today. And Ricky Seals-Jones, they go with 4 wides. Kirk and Jones in the slot. That one's out to Christian Kirk. He had 1,000 yards in receptions last year, and he picks up a first down on that completed play. First down, 10. James White, number 20, alongside Trevor Knight.
Oh, reverse.
Yes, it is. Christian Kirk. They'll use him in all kinds of ways. And that was a bit of a block, and I'm being really positive from Trevor Knight.
Yeah, but a first down play, and I thought Trevor would have been better off peeling back on the play. He judged that the UCLA defender could not catch up to him. I think he was wrong. Had he blocked back, I think Kirk could have made the defensive back miss on the play, but another first down.
At the 41. Knight sidearms it, incomplete. Intended for Jamal Jeffrey, number 13. If you have him on your 3 deep, you're a better man than me. Second down, defensively, UCLA. Vanderdoes is a key. Fabian Moreau also missed all but 3 games last year. Second down. Jeffrey Nice.
Might have been
Dropped
a lateral
it. Yeah.
and a fumble.
Yes, indeed. Turnover. Recovery by UCLA. Tahan Goodman stripped the ball. Number 21.
A cutback, and Goodman puts his shoulder pad, I think, or elbow, right on the football, and it pops out. And the scripted start for Texas A&M looked successful, but the turnover ends it.
Recovered by Kenny Young, who will be the last man to wear number 42 for UCLA. On your left, Jamal Jeffrey, he fumbled it. On your right, behind the assistant coach, Tahan Goodman. Come on, let's have some showbiz here.
Yeah, there you go.
My goodness. Well, that is, trust me, that is Tahan Goodman behind him. And it's time for the Chick-fil-A starting lineups for UCLA. Gary, tell us about the quarterback.
Well, you know what really strikes you is how much, we enjoy him playing and how he plays, but how much he believes in himself. This is a super confident athlete who thinks nothing can stop him. Jim Mora told us the story that his first game at Virginia a year ago, he came out after 2 series and goes, "This ain't that tough." And he said, "Slow down, buddy, slow down."
Put his arm around his head coach.
He said, "This ain't bad."
No. First down 10 at the 43 after the fumble. Soso Jamabo is the running back. Play action. Rosen looks deep. Goes down. He's got a man wide open at the 5. That'll be a flag. You bet. Kenneth Walker was the intended receiver. And Priest Willis, I think, who started his collegiate career at UCLA, was the guy badly beaten on the play.
How about that attack? How about that message from UCLA to go after their former teammate on the first play of the game, beaten badly? If the ball had been laid out, I'll tell you what, Josh Roshan took a hit on the play. Had Deshaun Hall not hit him the way he did, it would have been an easy touchdown.
There are 2 fouls on the defense on the play. Pass interference, defense number 24. That penalty is declined. Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 10.
Yep.
A 15-yard penalty with an automatic first down.
It was Deshaun Hall, number 10. He blew up the tight end or fullback and then took the extra step. Well, I'll tell you, Josh had plenty of time to let that ball go, and maybe there's an extra step, but that was not as big as I thought it was. That should have been a touchdown. That was a missed opportunity, and Josh would like to have that throwback.
Land Clark heads the officiating crew. It is an all Pac-12 bunch. First down after the penalty. The handoff and the tackle at the line, Soso Jamabo. Let's check the UCLA offensive starting 10 after Rosen. McDermott will watch that all afternoon. He's going head-to-head against Myles Garrett, Lacey Quessenberger, Mawala Miller. The tight end, they will use him. A couple of them, Gentosi and Iese. Kenny Walker, you've met. Eldridge Massington on the other side. Second down, 10. Rosen short setup into the flat, complete. At the 20, Eldridge Massington made the catch defensively for A&M. Good front 4, excellent secondary. They've been susceptible in the middle. The linebackers, Otaro Alaka missed most of last year, so they hope he can heal the sometimes porous linebacker core.
Well, he'll be the question, or excuse me, Jim Mora wanted to be able to run the ball. First test of the season. Will they do it?
They will try, and they don't get much. Terrific pursuit. Nick Harvey, number 1, and Deshaun Hall, the second man there.
Well, there's no way UCLA was going to throw the ball there. They spent all offseason, all spring, all fall camp selling to their football team that they need to be tougher at the line of scrimmage. So the first time on a 3rd and 2, they weren't going to finesse it. What does A&M do? Just stone it.
J.J. Molson will attempt his first field goal ever for UCLA. True freshman, And a late add to the special teams. Mike Faithful is the holder. The snapper is also a freshman. 38 yards out, and it is perfect. So the Bruins under Jim Mora strike first. They recover a fumble at the 43, and they wind up with a 38-yard field goal. Bruins lead. Well, the yell leaders for A&M acknowledging the flyover. And perfect synchronicity. I don't know why the segue is here, but it is. Next Sunday, regional action. The NFL kicks it off with 5 games on CBS, 4 early. Lead game Cincinnati at the Jets, and it all begins again this year with James Brown and his quartet. That's the season premiere. The NFL Today presented by Southwest Airlines as we get football season underway. J.J. Molson, 38-yard field goal. He will now kick off. Jim Mora was chatting with us last night. He said, I'm a little nervous about deferring because this kid's never kicked off in front of this many people. But he does it well again. This one returnable. Justin Evans, second time.
Back-to-back great kick coverage inside the 20-yard line for UCLA.
Charles Dawson, number 24. Now Trevor Knight and Ardarius Pickett, number 6, was also down there, defensive back.
Well, we talked about Priest Willis being a transfer from UCLA to Texas A&M. The other transfer is offensive coordinator Noel Mazzoni. Now, he probed early, but it was all on the outside of this, and it was effective, I thought, until the turnover. Everyone thought going into the game that A&M would try to attack more the middle, but A&M seems to have changed a little bit less. They're kind of like what they look like than UCLA. Nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. James White with the carry. Well, A&M with Trevor White, we've acknowledged. Keith Ford also was a teammate of his at Oklahoma. Calvin Klein. Seems funny to see it spelled that way, doesn't it? And Priest Willis from UCLA, he sat out all of last year. And there's Noel Mazzoni, who was the UCLA offensive coordinator the last couple of years. He and Kevin Sumlin go way back, and again, stout defense against the run by the Bruins. Jayon Brown, number 12, was the first one there.
This UCLA defense was hampered a year ago by injuries, but what that allowed is young players to play and gain experience. This UCLA team is very experienced. 7 returning starters have 20-plus starts.
They're down now and 8. That's Christian Kirk coming in motion to the left side. Knight back. Has to scramble. He can run. Flag is down. 2 of them, as a matter of fact. And Knight knocked out of bounds at the 26-yard line by Tahan Goodman.
And don't be surprised, even if it's 4th and close, if Mora takes this penalty.
Holding. Offense number 64. That penalty's declined. 4th down.
That's Eric McCoy, the center. First year as a starter. And they will decline it.
Offensive line gave up 37 sacks a year ago. This is decent protection. You could see the hold right in the middle there. But good coverage by that UCLA veteran secondary. That's where most of their starts have come from, in that secondary, headed up by the return of Fabian Moreau, number 10.
Here's Shane Trapuka. Familiar name in football and basketball. His grandfather was Frank, quarterback. Yeah, it was. Ishmael Adams is back, shakes the first tackle, and then he is dropped at the 25-yard line. 49-yard punt. Nothing on the return. Remember, Trevor Knight had to scramble, and he was popped. It wasn't an illegal hit at all. Here it is, right there.
Yeah, and unnecessary, too. One of the things Trevor Knight has to remember, it's a long season, and he cannot take a lot of hits.
The king of comedy is back. Kevin James returns to the place where it all started. Kevin Can Wait premieres Monday, September 19th, only CBS. Trevor Knight on the sidelines. Let's go down to Allie.
Thanks, Vern. They're still working on Trevor Knight's right forearm. He has some sort of a cut on the right forearm. You can see the blood on the towel. But since you last mentioned the incident, he's had the towel wrapped around the arm. They had a member of their athletic training staff go get some sort of a brace that they plan on taping around it. That's all we have for now.
One more look. I thought at first it was the helmet to his right throwing shoulder, but I wonder as he comes down, does he fall on his wrist?
Might be. First down 10. Rosen wants to throw, comes near side.
Oh, what a throw. What timing.
Yes, it was. Kenneth Walker, number 10.
And Nick Harvey, the defensive back for A&M, was actually sitting on that throw. But you throw it with good timing, there's no way. Good throw and a good catch, good route is going to beat good defense. You're going to have to go bump and run to stop this passing game. They're too good.
First down 10. Deshaun Hall gets down into a 4-point stance. And Bayobogen. Soso Jamabo, number 9.
Soso Jamabo, this year's featured back. This is beauty to the eye of Jim Mora and what he wants UCLA to be down the road. He's tired of Stanford, USC running over him and out-toughing them.
Quick flip into the flat. Caught by Austin Roberts, the tight end. And let's get more on Trevor Knight. Here's Allie.
Vern, good news for Texas A&M. It looks like it is just a small cut. It just bled so much. They're trying to clean it up. They're trying to clean the blood out of his pants so he can get back in there and play as soon as possible. It shouldn't be much longer.
All right, Allie, thank you. Second down and 4. No pressure. Now it comes, but it's a little late and the pass is incomplete. Myles Garrett with the pressure.
Well, that time it was Myles Garrett. The play before was Deshaun Hall, but let's go back. Here's the route to the outside. Telestrator's acting up early in the year. But when Josh Rosen lets this ball go, that's touchdown written all over it. He underthrows it as he anticipates the hit, probably by about 10 yards. That's a 4-point miss. He's hard on himself. He knows what he expects from himself. That's one he'd like to have back.
He is 3 of 4, and it's third down and 4. Out of the gun. Ish Adams, and now clock is stopped.
That's one of the things Jim Morris said to us last night. We're going to get a delay a game. We're going to take a timeout. Let's not panic about it. It's part of the game here on the road.
Now it's time to take a look at our Home Depot tools for success. Gary?
Well, let's start out with a tool that's really valuable. A big right arm if you're a quarterback. This is the one most people compare to throw against Stanford to something they hadn't seen in a while since maybe Troy Aikman. A 35-yard bullet right into coverage. When you can produce that type of throw, there's not a zone defense alive that can stop you. And that's the frustration of being a quarterback. You know you can do it. It's when you miss it is the frustrating part.
And that was last year against Stanford. Right now it's 3rd and 4. Ishmael Adams, number 1, now sets up to the right. Here's Rosen from the backside. Garrett was there first. It's intercepted. It is picked off by the Aggies. Priest Willis, who was badly beaten a moment ago, makes amends with an interception against his former team.
When you have a great player Sometimes he tries to be great on every play. This time the coverage was man-to-man. Defensive coordinator John Chavis got the bear look, meaning he came off the edge, played man-to-man, nobody there. To avoid a sack, Rosen tries to just throw it forward and let it go. Now I wonder if he was down. Could they review this and whether his knee was down or not? We'll see. They're holding it up here.
They might be.
A&M wants to snap that ball as fast as possible. The review booth is taking, remember, all plays, and they're going.
Yes, it was reviewed. Land Clark, the official, the referee, finally got the word. Let it go. Trevor Knight, right side, man wide open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. He's 6'5", 240.
One more look back. I guess they want us to second guess here. That's what they want us to. That's too close. They're not going to overturn that one.
That was Alex Caesar, number 17, who finally made the contact.
Nothing.
Whoops. That was not pretty. Gilles Wadu made the tackle.
Wadu comes from the secondary full speed. They get outside, but Wadu hits it full speed. Nobody blocks from the secondary. You got to get those wide receivers, giving the backs a little bit more time to get around the corner.
That was Keith Ford, fellow transfer from Oklahoma, along with Trevor Knight.
Look at this mush rush. Nobody with their hand down.
Knight on third down.
That delayed blitz.
Oh, he got it. That is a first down at the 25-yard line. Ricky Seals-Jones has been a big factor in the early going. That's a gain of 9 on third down. And they'll go quickly.
Hey, Will, Ricky Seals-Jones comes across, and this time Trevor Knight waits till the last second and lets it go and gets away with it. That's one of those, if it's not a completed, Vern, everybody goes, what are you doing? Just not everybody, me. I'd be the guy.
There you go. Play fake. Knight dances left. There's going to be a holding call, I'll betcha. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver, but
I think it's Avery Genesee, number 65, their most experienced lineman.
Offense, number 65.
Yes.
A 10-yard penalty. You play, first down.
The offensive line for Texas A&M has produced a lot of draft picks. 4 straight first-round draft picks from the offensive line. The leader this year is Genesee, number 65. Only 14 combined starts in that offensive line, 13 of them from Genesee.
There's Kirk looking over at the sidelines. It'll be first down after the holding call. Knight.
Oh,
Nice. Wow, was it ever? Josh Reynolds climbed the ladder, went up and grabbed it.
There's that experience that we've been watching Josh Reynolds play forever around here. He may not be a burner, but he's dependable with great hands, and he goes and gets that one, and he knew he was going to get hit by Goodman that time, number 21.
2 years ago, Josh Reynolds had 13 touchdown catches. Second down, he gained 11. That's Kirk. Knight. Oh, inside pattern, and it's behind the intended receiver, Jeremy Tabuyo, number 19.
I went out and watched practice. They changed up things around here now. A lot of the teams are not practicing hard on Thursday when we went and watched. In fact, it was a walkthrough for A&M. But on Friday, they went through their script. They're still in their script. I saw that play. I saw the reverse. They're still in their first 10-play script that Noel Mazzoni has decided to start with.
Well, if you're going to go offside, go ahead and take a shot, I guess. Now, was he drawn offside? That was Boss Tagaloa, freshman.
Offside with contact. Defense, number 75. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Tom Bradley, the defensive coordinator for UCLA, expects Trevor Knight to have 8 to 10 design runs in this game. He expects them on third down, kind of quarterback draw type plays. Let's see if they do it here.
Here's Knight into the corner.
Good coverage.
Boy, was it ever.
Yes.
That was Fabian Moreau. We mentioned he missed most of last year. And Jim Mora was telling us it's his locker room presence as much as his physical presence on the field.
And his experience, Vern. I mean, in 2013, he started 12 games. In the Pac-12, you start 12 games, you might see 500 passes. In 2014 and 13, he started, but last year, as you said, after the third game, he was out. A lot of experience, and he was ready for that play. If you're going to beat him, you have to have a good route, and that was average.
Here is the attempt to tie. Daniel LaCamera, 38 yards. That's the same distance from which Molson hit for UCLA. The kick is up, and it is a doink. I mean, it's not that wide.
I know.
How can you hit it straight on? Here it is. That is the definition of doink.
Boy, he hit it square, didn't he? That's right back at him.
Yeah. That's an early oofta. LaCamera, so it stays 3-0. And here's Josh Rosen. Rosen 3 of 5, 25 yards. Rosen as a freshman, and he is a Californian, threw for 3,600 plus yards a year ago as a freshman starter. Up the middle, nothing. So Jamabo, he is one of 8 Texans who have come back to play in their home state. Jamabo is from Plano High School. Second down and 9. Play it. Oh no, they faked it and ran it up the middle. Jamabo, new offensive coordinator. We mentioned Noel Mazzoni is here at A&M now.
Kenny Palomalu was first year as the offensive coordinator, was from the staff, has NFL experience. He and a very familiar name to us in Pac-12 quarterbacks, Marcus Tuiasosopo, is the quarterback coach.
And Polamalu is an uncle of Troy Polamalu, great Pittsburgh Steeler. Here's Rosen, and he's very close for a first down. He's got it. Catch made by Darren Andrews, number 7.
Well, one of the question marks for UCLA this year was a year ago when Josh broke in, he had a veteran receiving corps. This year, he's the veteran, and the receiving corps do not have a lot of experience. So far, so good for this UCLA receiving corps. They've been wide open. Fullback and a tight end in the game.
Matters not.
And Donovan Wilson is the playmaker on this defense. John Chavis, the defensive coordinator, said he's a guy who can make plays like the Honey Badger. Remember that? As you look back at Josh Rosen there, he's got a lot of family genes, right, Vern? A lot of people did a lot of stuff.
I don't know of any other quarterback in college football whose father was a gold medal ice dancer. Just right in my wheelhouse, right? I'll say it before you do.
That's a triple axle double toe.
No. Oh, brother. Armani Watts. He led this team in tackles a year ago. He had 123. 86 of them were solo. And that's one.
When I was watching tape of UCLA last year, one of the games that Josh Rosen really struggled in was against BYU. He was 10 for 23 in that game, 3 interceptions. And what they did was attack him. They came from all different angles, and that time it was a safety, and it gave them problems a year ago, and right now it gave them a problem again.
Third down and 23. What does John Chavis dial up here? 5-man rush. 4th down. Deshaun Hall, number 10. First man there on Soso Jamabo. And Christian Kirk is back to return. Watch out here. He had only 14 returns last year, but he averaged 24.3, and 2 of them were for touchdowns. He's at the 40-yard line. Austin Kent is the punter for UCLA.
Oh, Myles Garrett is in the game. Must be a defensive safe. It was.
That's a short kick and a fair catch called by Kirk. He moves up.
Be an odd place to fake a punt on 4th and 25 or whatever it was, wouldn't it?
Even I could figure that out.
That's playing it safe if you're Kevin Sumlin, I got to say that.
Well, one of our dear friends, our colleague Craig Sager, underwent his 3rd bone marrow transplant at MD Anderson on Wednesday as he continues his courageous fight against leukemia. Guess who went to see him? Sir Charles Barkley. Upon ignoring the advice of his doctors, because he just had another hip replaced, he said, I'm going to go see my buddy Craig. That was taken at MD Anderson last week. All of us, obviously, wishing the best for Craig Sager.
Amen to that. Hard for Barkley to complain about a knee when that's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Craig is as generous a man as I have ever worked with, and I got to work with him for 3 years in the late 90s. He's adored.
Yep. Well, a couple years ago, if UCLA played A&M, there'd be 25 points on the board already. This is a little different, isn't it?
Yeah. Travion Williams, he's a true freshman. Matt Dickerson, number 99, with the stop.
Well, I'll tell you, the experience of the UCLA secondary has really popped out to me. I mean, there's a lot of experienced receivers for A&M, but they have not been able to find any real space, especially deep.
Knight chased right. Lets it go. Incomplete. Intended for Damian Ratley, who gets the start today. Matt Dickerson chasing Trevor Knight.
Really nowhere else to go but to try to get a home run ball. It's about as good as you could have thrown it because Wadu was cutting underneath it. It was everything you could do, and a good play by both sides on that one.
Ishmael Adams is back, and Shane Trapuka on the punt for the 2nd time. His uncle Kelly, just a great basketball player, and now an analyst. I see Kelly Trapuka at a lot of college basketball games. Short punt, they'll let it go, and good downfield coverage.
Well, that end-over-end punt, it's been in the NFL and now college football about 5 or 6 years now, has really changed the pooch punting and the percentage of these punters getting it inside the 10-yard line.
The wait is almost over. Be there when the Big Bang Theory kicks off its 10th season with a star-studded premiere that will have everyone, let me read that again, a star-studded premiere that will have everyone talking.
Our friend said the only thing Vern has to get right is the Big Bang Theory.
I know.
And what do? The first Big Bang.
Yeah, I just blew it. George Schweitzer is shaking his head saying, oh, come on. Get one Big Bang Theory.
All he wanted. Big Bang thing.
Yeah. I'll hear about it.
He texted us about that.
Yes, that's right. By the way, that'll happen Monday, September 19th on CBS. Oh, dear. Out to the 10. Soso Jamabo. Now Kevin Sumlin beginning his 5th season here. 11-2, 9-4, 8-5, and 8-5. And when they spent $458 million to renovate the stadium, and they jack his salary up, that's
a little bit more.
Yeah,
they want a little bit more.
Yeah. Rosen, good catch. Eldridge Massington had to reach up and a little behind him.
Chavis has both Garrett and Deshaun Hall resting on this series. Both backup defensive ends are in. Quaylen Cunningham is not much of a drop-off. And is it Jared Johnson, number 40, in there? Yes, it is.
Yes.
Johnson. He talked very highly of both of them.
First down 10 after the 11-yard gain. Final 22 seconds, first quarter. A lot of time.
Yes, it was.
Wide open. Austin Roberts, the tight end, and that's another big game.
And that tight end reception will be out on the recruiting to every tight end on anybody west of the Mississippi. That play will be going to, because that's what Mora wants to do. He wants to go to more tight end play, and you can't recruit them if you don't use a tight end, and they are this year. And by the way, 10 and 15 are going to be back on the field when we come back.
I bet. That is the end of the first, with UCLA leading 3-0. We'll return to College Station after this message and a word from your local station.
Fans, today's game marks the final assignment of the final college football, the first assignment of the final college football season for Vern Lundquist, who has been the lead voice of the SEC on CBS since 2000. During his remarkable career, Mr. Lundquist has broadcast more than 20 different sports for CBS and has been a part of the broadcasting community for more than 50 years. He will forever have a special place with the 12th man for his call of Johnny Manziel's touchdown pass to Ryan Swope in the Aggies' 2012 win over #1 Alabama in Tuscaloosa. Aggies, let's hear it for a true broadcasting legend, Mr. Vern Lundquist.
So it's going to be like this, huh?
Yeah, we got 17 more?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Well,
I'm proud to be here with you, bud.
Thank
it's going
you,
to be
Gary.
a great ride. This is going to be fun.
First down 10, UCLA. They lead by 3. Rosen pressured, stumbles, scoops it out of bounds. Chased by Richard Moore, number 7 linebacker.
Well, the pressure again, and that's the way you handle a big-time quarterback. We all know that. You got to come at him from multiple ways. You can't just depend on your defensive ends or interior linemen. You got to attack them in every way possible, and John Chavis, the coordinator for A&M, has done that so far.
Second down 10. Jamabo. Oh, yes.
Yes, they did.
Now that's a first down for UCLA.
When we talked to offensive coordinator Kenny Polamalu about how they can run the ball, he pointed to the Denver Broncos. He said, you know, they never had an oversized, big old blocking tight end, but they ran the ball efficiently. They manned up, they blocked down, they put a hat on a hat, and they just kept commitment to the run. So far, it's been looking real good for this UCLA team.
Jamabo again going to the right. Tackled at the 40.
And really, that's been the challenge for A&M. They've been a finesse football team with the spread, and in 2014, they finished 110th in the country against the run. Chavis comes in a year ago, and he improved them to 214 yards, 109th in the country. It's been a baby step so far.
New running back in for UCLA. And they hand it off. I should let Gary do this one. Bolu Olorunfunmi. Your turn.
Close enough.
Okay. I'm so glad you're forgiving. Third down and 1. Olorunfunmi. Sophomore linebacker, running back.
Here it is, 3rd and short again. Remember the last time they tried to do it. This time will they try to slant the fullback out into the flat and give him a little play action pass. No, they do it again.
And they got the first down plus on his way and knocked out of bounds inside the 10. Bolu Olorunfunmi.
I'll tell you, give it to that offensive line, though. This is a team with Quessenberry back at center. a preseason all Pac-12 guy. They rooted him out. Turan and Lacey, Miller, McDermott, they on that short yardage play rooted out just enough for the big game.
First down and goal, and UCLA leads by 3.
Multiple tight ends in the game.
And the fullback cocked to the right side. Rosen rolls out. Looks deep in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought there might be contact.
Had the crossing tight end on that play. A little bit more patience. This is new. This is the guy that came open from the backside. Come on, illustrator, please. No, we're not working today, but from the backside tight end, number 88 that time, Austin Roberts, was the guy that was available.
Second down and goal. I formation on this play. Oliver in front of me comes to the near side. Nope. They're going to make it easier on me. Soso Jamabo took his place. Third and goal.
It's a big play for the A&M defense early in this football game.
You bet. 3-0 the score right now. Kenneth Walker near side. 10th play of the drive. Rosen under pressure. Has to let it go a little early, and it's overthrown, intended for Walker. It'll be 4th down.
I think the delayed snap threw Rosen, Josh, off a bit. He was begging for the football, and he was afraid he was going to get a delay of game here. He clapped, and Scott Questenberry didn't give him the ball, and then the free rusher to the outside. UCLA looked a little disjointed on that play. Nobody handled the defensive end and forced a quick throw.
Freshman J.J. Molson from 20 yards away. It's up. And Molson is 2 for 2, and UCLA has staked out a 6-0 lead. Early moments, second quarter. Bruins lead the Aggies by 6.
Urban likes to, featuring his guys and featuring his stars, and Ohio State is going to put up some points this year.
UCLA 6-zip. James White, number 20, is one of 2 back. Keith Ford is the other, and here is the freshman. That name Molson, pretty familiar to Canadians. It's part of the Brewery family. And this is Keith Ford at the goal line. Out to the 31. And let's go down to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Vernon, Gary, I have something for you to look out for. Josh Reynolds has been dealing with a left hip glute area injury. He was stretched out multiple times on the sideline, once on the ground, and then he asked for further assistance to be taken to the athletic training table. It's clearly causing him some discomfort, but he is going to go out there and play and try to play through it. Also for UCLA, look out for McKinley, their defensive end. He's dealing with the right groin injury and looks like he is in a severe amount of pain.
All right, Allie, thank you. First down 10, A&M. Trevor Knight is 5 of 10 so far. They'll keep it on the ground on first down and pick up 4. Travion Williams.
You know, Vern, as we look at Kevin Sumlin on the sideline with his team behind, the real chore for Kevin is taking control of his home field. They're 1-6 against top 25 teams, and he has 4 of them coming in this year. They only play 3 home SEC games, but all 3 of them are against top teams, Tennessee, Ole Miss, and LSU, in this game against UCLA.
Knight gets rid of it. Christian Kirk. That's close to a first down. See where the ball is spotted. Kenny Young, number 42, with the tackle.
One of the things about Trevor Knight is they call him an athlete playing quarterback, and you see it right here. Kind of just sidearms it in there, does it on the run, and delivers it right on the number.
That is good for a first down. Nice. Christian Kirk, yes. Tackle again by number 42.
Noel Mazzoni said that, interestingly enough, the guy that Trevor Knight reminds him most of is Brett Hundley, the quarterback from UCLA. He's an athlete. He can run. He can throw on the run. Bright.
Sidearm. That's good to Edward Pope. And a first down at the 36-yard line at UCLA. We had a surprise visitor in our meeting with Trevor Knight right before he came in. Tim Tebow walked in, said hello. He's here for the SEC Network. Then an hour later, Knight walks in. Who did he remind us of?
Well, the way he talks and acts. But I got to say this, and Tim, don't take offense. Trevor Knight is a much better passer than Tim Tebow. I don't know if he's a better hitter, but I know he's a better passer.
Knight hands it off. Keith Ford. Well, they talk about Trevor Knight. Of course, he lost his job at Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield. He had that big sophomore season, started 15 games at OU, and he initially called Kevin Sumlin after he had graduated, and Sumlin said, "I've got 2 quarterbacks here, 5-star recruits. I don't think we're interested."
Thought he did.
Yeah, and then they both left. Well, that leads us to the Aflac trivia questions. Name the only 2 active quarterbacks to have defeated Alabama. Gee, I wonder who one of them might have been.
Well, I will say this about Tim Tebow, and I wonder if Trevor Knight can do the same thing for A&M. When Urban Meyer came to Florida, they were a finesse, soft football team. I believe A&M has turned into be a little bit of a finesse team. If Trevor Knight could bring that toughness and intensity to A&M the way Tebow did to Florida, he might be able to lead this team to what the Aggie fans expect.
Well, you can see their numbers have gone down in the last 4. First 2, 12 and 13 were Manziel years. This run by Travion Williams, true freshman from Houston, close by.
Yeah, they call him their home run hitter this year, and they're committed to running the ball more. I always felt A&M in the last 3 years with their spread here felt they would control the running game with the wide receiver screens. Now, what Mazzoni is bringing, more of a commitment to running between the tackles. Still the spread, though.
Knight low and
was it tipped?
Are they going to call it complete?
Yeah. Madu thinks it's bounced on the play, but let's see if it did. See if we have a good enough shot. It did not bounce. I think he got his hands under that.
Up the middle. Touchdown, Aggies. Keith Ford. Former Sooner to former Sooner. 7-yard run.
Well, this, I tell you, is not only beautiful to Kevin Sumlin, 11 plays, 70 yards, but it's beautiful to John Chavis, the defensive coordinator. That's what he's been wanting, to get his defense off the field and see drives instead of just big plays.
That brings on Daniel LaCamera. Connor McQueen will hold. He's a senior. And we've got flags.
Must be 12 men on the field for UCLA.
It's an unusual version of the 12th man, if it is.
Yeah, it must be illegal participation, because for them to throw it just before the snap, it had to be a penalty on UCLA. Now, do you go for 2?
I'm thinking no.
Illegal substitution, 12 players in the formation. Defense, that penalty is declined. Try for point.
So Connor McQueen, number 14, will hold, and the 12th man, it belongs to A&M. And they've negotiated the rights to that term, by the way, with the Seattle Seahawks. Now UCLA is trying to get into that. Aggies take a lead. Trevor Knight was 6 of 6 on the drive, and they score the touchdown on the ground.
Yeah, but it was a nice mix, too. 5 rushes, 6 passes, kept UCLA off balance, but nice fits by that offensive line that time. able to run the ball. Lanfear, number 70, got the key block, and A&M answers big time.
All right, Adam, thank you. It's 7-6 here. How about that?
You know, I keep saying that. I counted 16 big SEC non-conference games.
Okay.
2 of the games I did not count as big non-conference games was Appalachia State against Tennessee and South Alabama against Mississippi State. You know, we all know the reputation the SEC has, but, you know, somebody's got to start doing their job. I mean, Alabama's got to win. I mean, LSU needs to win because there's going to be some losses in these non-conference games.
Braden Mann. Ishmael Adams, number 1, who was a defensive back and has converted to offense and still a kick returner. He's out to the 25. Well, Myles Garrett out of Arlington, Texas. He is a man of great athletic talent, but he's so much more. Favorite artist, Marvin Gaye. The number 1 tune on his iPad is Dean Martin. He loves dinosaurs, which makes him my favorite player. Deacon Jones is his favorite NFL player. How about that? And he writes poetry and hand-pen letters. He always tries to use a poem from Muhammad Ali before a game. And Al Michaels loves to use this word, so I can borrow it. He eschews the use of social media. Huh?
Well, right now he's eschewing the bench because he's not out there. Last time they had a rest,
Drat.
UCLA put a couple first down together, and they put him back out on the field.
Timing is everything.
Oh, right around the edge.
Yep.
The 2 big defensive ends, Hall and Garrett, are not out there, and what does UCLA do? Get the edge and run it outside. Right side of the screen, nice block that time for the outside, gets it hooked in. Colton Miller, and if you talk to some of the UCLA people, they believe Miller is every bit the equal to McDermott, who's gotten most of the publicity.
First down and 10 after a 13-yard gain. A lot of time again, Rosen. And it's caught for a first down at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, a lot of time, and I think it's going to cause an offensive holding from the line. There's been decent pressure by Texas A&M in this football game, but it hasn't come from the defensive ends, the 2 stars. It's come from secondary blitzes.
Personal foul, hands to the face. Defense number 13. A 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play with an automatic first down.
That's Reggie Chevis.
So tacked on to the play, a completion and 15 yards. Left center of your screen, Tevis, yes, hand right up to the face mask as the ball is released.
On first down, Rosen under center. Deep left side.
Oh, there it is. There's that arm right
gosh,
there.
yes.
It's
Darren Andrews.
The 4 seams pass that everybody runs right now. You have to have that gun to throw it, and here's why the people are comparing him to some of the greats. He's an effortless thrower. You know, everybody's asking me, who do I compare him to? I'm not sure, but whoever it is, he's pretty good.
First down and 10. Rosen is 8 of 13. They'll hand it off to Soso Jamabo this time.
The story of the first half has been UCLA has picked up yardage, but A&M has stiffened and not allowed him into the end zone.
That is the 13th carry for Jamabo. By the way, he's wearing number 9. He wore number 1 through all of fall practice. So did Ish Adams, who came over from defense. And Jim Mora decided to defer to the 5th-year senior. And so Jamabo is now wearing number 9.
But 1 is in the game now. Probably for a reason. Yes, he is.
End around Ishmael Adams, driven out of bounds at the 6 by Armani Watts, number 23.
Adams, though he was a defensive back until this year, he's used to handling the ball on punts, obviously comfortable with it, and he is a game breaker for UCLA as wide receiver.
Third down. Rosen 8 of 13, Knight 11 of 16.
They've thrown the ball each of the times in third down. Let's see if he can finally connect. Comes A&M.
Hit as he lets it go, and it's intercepted. No. Incomplete. Nick Harvey thought he had it, but it'll be...
No, Vern, actually, if he thought he had it, he'd be turning to the referee and yelling at him.
Okay.
When you run to the bench, you know you didn't have it. Again, just as he lets it go, enough pressure, and he knew he didn't have it. Could have had it. Again, forced in there right as he got hit, but I know, believe me, I've thrown enough interceptions. When they run to the bench, they know they didn't have it.
I'm thinking of Jim Morris' dad, who was a great coach in the NFL. Jim Morris Sr. Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yep. Another stop by the A&M defense, though. A lot of yards, not a lot of points so far. It's been nothing but Les Canadiens.
J.J. Molson for the field goal, and he is now 3 for 3 in his debut with UCLA.
You know, maybe technology is worth something, because he's only played in front of 1,000 fans, but he had his screensaver on his computer dialed up to this field with 100,000 people, so he got used to it online all this time.
Works
a new
for
world.
me.
It's a new world.
9-7 Kyle Field. UCLA has reclaimed the lead, and it's time now to cue the duck and get the answer to the Aflac trivia question. The question being, name the only 2 active quarterbacks who have defeated Alabama. One of them is Trevor Knight. The other is Chad Kelly of Ole Miss. We're going to have Alabama at Ole Miss in 2 weeks. Let's go back to the Sugar Bowl and the unquestioned highlight of Trevor Knight's Oklahoma career.
Absolutely, and it wasn't a bowl game, and it was a bit of a disappointed, maybe sleepwalking Alabama team, but on that night, Trevor Knight looked like a breakout star in college football, and then some stuff happened. Maybe he got a little bit too aggressive. I know he got a little bit beat up, maybe tried to play a little bit injured, but when you make a lot of mistakes, there's always another guy, and Baker Mayfield came in there and beat him out.
On the run, the ball is taken by Keith Ford, and he keeps moving his feet, gets out to the 34-yard line.
Well, we talked about Myles Garrett not being in there at the start of the drive. Well, he was at the end of the drive, right side of the screen. He's matched up against Connor McDermott. He explodes into it and then rushes maybe just a tad Josh Rosen. He couldn't have held it an instant longer and forced to throw to the outside. That could have been a lot worse than it ended up with 3 points. It could have been no points.
Our first down.
There it is.
Big hole. Travion Williams. Knocked out of bounds, but not until he gets to the 25-yard line.
I'll tell you, Texas A&M will be a different football team if they can find this type of running game to break these plays in through the middle of defense and take the pressure off the quarterback to give another weapon to this A&M offense.
Gain of 42. Williams hurries off the field, and on first down, Knight chased. Sidearms at Christian Kirk. One-on-one. And he's shoved out of bounds by Randall Goforth. It's 3-on-3.
Well, Eddie Vanderdoes, that time number 47, right center of your screen, just gets a whiff up front and pressures it. But again, the athletic Knight makes the play.
Sidearm. Christian Kirk cuts inside. Hit from behind. Driven out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
You know, when you watch A&M, there's been Well, let's start with UCLA. There's been a big change to their offense. When you look at A&M's offense, it's been more of a tweak to their offense.
And it's Noel Mazzoni who was the offensive coordinator.
And a lot of time spent together with he and Kevin Sumlin.
Yes.
They know each other. Uh-oh.
Sidearm.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Oh,
Get rid of it.
yes,
That's what he was doing.
Throw it to the Corps of Cadets. Now the Verizon Red Zone. 54 trips. This is a year ago. 30 touchdowns. Just below the national average. And they're looking now at a 2nd down and 10, trailing by 2. Keith Ford is the running back. Trevor Knight. Handoff. Ford to the 5. To Han Goodman, number 21, wrapped him up.
I think Colton Prater, it was, number 76. The true freshman left guard got the key block on that play. He's the guy that needed to come through for this offensive line, and he did on that play. Man, a guy playing starting guard in major college football, that's one of the toughest things to do. It's actually a little easier to play wide at tackle than it is at guard.
They're down in 4.
Vandross just almost caused that hold on the play too.
And that was thrown away, so now bring on the field goal unit.
Cole Prater gets the block last time, but this time he's got Eddie Vandross, number 47. Watch out. Watch right in the middle of your screen. Vandross, woof, gets a big whiff inside. Little help on the inside by Eric McCoy, the center, but Vandross gets in and forces an early throw just the way Myles Garrett did. That's what those defensive tackles and defensive linemen can do. They can force that ball out early.
Daniel LaCamera to give the Aggies a lead. Connor McQueen will hold. 23 yards out. High snap, but a good hold. It's down, and it is good. And the Aggies have gone back on top. Thank you. With emphasis. Kevin Sumlin. Purdue grad, as is my partner. Our aerial coverage today provided by Goodyear. For 60 years, Goodyear has provided aerial coverage of college football's greatest traditions and biggest rivalries. Good one going for Goodyear here, 10-9. And Braden Mann will kick off for the Aggies. Ishmael Adams is the deep man. That one. Josh Rosen for the day, Gary, 8 of 14.
Yeah, but he's been under pressure, and it's been the star for Texas A&M that has done it. Even when he doesn't quite get there, Myles Garrett come from the left side just as Rosen lets go. Now watch this. He forces Rosen to back up, and then the sack by Armani Watts. And then the last one, he goes through McDermott and a chip block and forces an early throw. As we talked about, there's only one speed for Myles Garrett. He's all out, and when you turn on the tape on Sunday or Monday, the other 25 guys on defense watches the star play just like that.
First down 10.
And this time after that, he's on the field. We made sure he's on the field this time.
He is at right defensive end, and he's double teamed. What a surprise. But he gets the ball into the hands of Ishmael Adams.
Didn't that look like a punt return right there? A guy who gets the ball, he chops his feet. He's got the ability to go left or right on a quick screen and make guys miss. That's why he's playing offense. Boom, makes a miss there. Then he bounces outside. Another miss from the secondary by Justin Evans, and he gets a first down.
Bruins will line up 3 wide to the left now on first down 10. Rosen comes near side. He'll tuck it, and he'll use the new rule.
Yep. You can slide. You can give Good job, Vern.
Huh?
Good job.
You think all I did was spend the summer in Scandinavia?
On that cruise, you must have had the rule book with
I
you,
did, yeah. I can tell you what it says in Swedish.
I was ready to lead you into the slide.
Oh,
You
no,
beat
I
me to it.
was ready. Second down and 4. Rosen lets it go, incomplete. Now the Aggie register their disapproval, but I think he got rid of it. It's time.
Very, very close.
You think? Kingsley Kiki.
Will it be reviewed? If they stop it here,
Yes.
they will stop it. It was his right knee down.
The review.
Josh Rosen right now is going, oh, on the INT, I didn't get the break of being down, but on this one, when I throw it away, my knee's going to be down. Nice luck here. Oh, yeah, that ball is coming back. Yeah. That's going to be tough. It's going to be 3rd and long.
We will return.
Do you?
What's the fun?
NCIS season premiere September 20th.
We welcome you back, and during the timeout, the play was reversed. It was ruled that Josh Rosen's knee was on the ground, so it's now 3rd down and 10. Another look at it.
It will count as the 2nd sack of the game, and he's been pressured numerous times.
So far, 9 of 15. He hit 6 of his first 8. Stunts defensively. Rosen flushed out. Zaykoven Henderson is chasing him. Rosen lets it go, and it is incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Zaykoven Henderson with the pressure, and Nick Harvey with a terrific job of coverage.
Well, for John Chavis, the challenge this year, as you look at Nick Harvey, is he lost both corners from a year ago. Both are playing in the NFL. Brandon Williams and Devontae Harris. He's filled it in with Nick Harvey and Priest Willis and says we feel good about him.
4th down 10. Here's Austin Kent with the punt. Nick Harvey drifts back, lets it bounce. Looks like Gary's 9-iron. Comes back to the south. It's a 50-yard punt, but no return. And coming up, the Geico halftime report. We'll go back to our studios. Adam Zucker, Rick Neuheisel, and Bryant Jones will get us caught up. One of the big upsets today, well, SFA over Mississippi State, but how about Houston's win over Oklahoma?
Well, we all knew they were a good team. The question was, were they good enough to beat a team when Oklahoma knew they were a good team? You know, you might be able to sneak up on teams when you're Houston before, but no more sneaking up anymore.
Well, Tom Herman, the head coach.
That story will be, I'm already tired of the story. It hasn't even started.
Okay.
It'll be the Houston story from now on.
Okay.
Every radio thing I do. You want to handle them for me?
Well, I've got a little anecdote that's self-serving, but nevertheless, what's new with me? Here's Knight. Tom Herman graduated from California Lutheran College. His first coaching job was as a wide receivers coach at Texas Lutheran College for $5,000 a year. It's Division III.
I know, but you're a fundraiser for them. How much have you hit them for so far?
Oh, no. I can take care of my alumni contribution in whatever way I can. Well, Danny Padron and TOU had a couple of great seasons. Here's Christian Kirk.
Remember, UCLA gets the ball to start the second half, so this would be a big first down. Vern punched me in the nose right there.
I did. I'm just enthusiastic about the game.
Mora will take a timeout now.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a conservative call on 3rd down and 3. 37 seconds to go. Time called. 37 seconds remaining. First half. at Kyle Field in College Station, Texas.
Well, I don't question A&M's play calls, but they seem to be in a hurry there, and they may give UCLA one more chance here.
That's not the greatest punt in the world. Ishmael Adams avoids the first contact, and he gets it back to the 47-yard line.
Yeah.
One timeout left.
With the Molson Ale kicker here, they could get in position real easy. I'm from Michigan. I know that.
I know. Do you think they might try and ice the kicker?
Oh my gosh! Here we go. There we go. I started.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? It could be a golden opportunity. Sorry.
Let's get to halftime.
Yeah, let's do. Hot dogs at halftime. First down and 10.
Well, I'll tell you, 2 completions and they'll be in field goal range.
Brandon Stevens is the running back now, number 20. First down 10 at the 47-yard line. Pressure.
Again.
Yes.
Boy, it's been
He
a
has
story.
to throw it away. Donovan Wilson had the pressure on Josh Rosen.
Remember, with a true freshman quarterback a year ago, only 14 sacks allowed by this UCLA team. So far in this game, both teams have been having good red zone defense, but A&M has been able to put the pressure on Rosen.
Second down and 10. 22 seconds to go. 5 wideouts. Stunts. Here comes Garrett. Pass is complete to the 40-yard line. Kenneth Walker.
You could get up and clock the ball here and save your timeout.
And he will.
Again, A&M, when they had the ball, I don't argue with their 3 calls. There was but they seemed to really be in a hurry to snap it. They did not let the play clock run down at all. And if they didn't get a first down, they knew they were giving UCLA another try. I think they got time, obviously, for one play and relax, call timeout right at the end of the half. They get a first.
A&M will rush 4. And again, the pressure. The pass is caught. And down the sidelines is Soso Jamabo. Well, they're very close to field goal range now.
And now with the not having to burn a timeout there, they can throw one more pass if they elect to.
They're down in 1, 7 seconds to go.
Oh, are they going to take their timeout now?
There's a huddle on the sideline around Kennedy.
Well, they're
Colombo.
almost forced to now. They've taken so long, they're not going to get a play in.
10 seconds, 9 on the play clock.
One thing that Jim Mora told me when I was out at practice at UCLA says, I really pride myself in managing the clock at the end of the halves. I don't think he did so well on that one.
So they do have to use their final timeout, and it comes with 7 seconds to go.
They're not only going to get the left hash, they could have ran an easy quarterback sneak if they wanted to and taken a timeout, but they kind of sputtered there, didn't they?
Well, you know, both teams on the last possession.
Yeah. But Jim had it. That was a pretty easy call. 30 inches with a timeout left.
So here comes J.J. Molson out of Montreal. And the field goal, he's 3 for 3 so far in the game. 48 yards.
A&M has no one back. That's something we look for now. It happened again today.
Yes, it did. Now timeout called by the Aggies. I guess they're going to ice the kicker. I'm sorry.
Well, I think in this year you can do anything you want.
Do not give me.
Got a free year.
That may be a little beyond the freedom of speech that our folks back in New York are envisioning. So timeout called by the Aggies. Molson. 3 for 3.
I don't have any doubt that it's in range. It just could have been a little straighter and it could have been a little shorter with a little better strategy. There's Big Eddie.
Missed all but part of the first game last year. Vanderdos. He is a fire plug in that defensive line. All right, we're set to go.
Barely any wind, Vern. See the ribbons on the goalpost just hanging straight down.
48 yards for Molson, and if it's good, UCLA will reclaim the lead. Right. Matter of fact, wide right.
Just a little bit too much distance. I tell you, I bet you anything Jim Morrow will be kicking himself. He said he prides himself in handling the clock and the strategy at the end of games and halves. And he says, this is when I can help my team the most. And from 48, it just kept drifting wider and wider to the right.
So Knight will lead the Aggies out, no doubt, to take a knee on 1st down and 10.
It's going to be an odd knee from the shotgun, or will they go under center? Will they go under center?
Well, this is interesting. I don't know. Why would you not go under center?
Because they're going to throw it. No, they're going to run it.
All right. Keith Ford.
Story of the first half to me, pressure on Josh Rosen, and both defenses gave up yards, but they stiffened up in the red zone.
Well, Trevor Knight, 14 of 21 for an even 100 yards. Josh Rosen ends the first half 11 of 19 for 131. Now it's time for Inside Access presented by AT&T, official sponsor of the SEC. Here is Allie LaForce.
Coach, before the game, we talked about all the changes you made to this program. Is this start what you envisioned when you made those changes?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a heck of a football game. You know, it's guys that run around playing hard. You know, defense has been the story. We both had our runs. We just got to be more consistent offensively. We can do that. We'll be all right.
What is your assessment of Trevor Knight's first game as an Aggie?
Well, he was, you know, he had some jitters early. You know, they threw one in the dirt, but he's getting better, getting in the rhythm, starting to feel it out. So I think, you know, let him settle down. Let us talk about it at halftime so we can be on the same page and look for him to pick up where he left off in the first half, the next half.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, you're welcome.
Allie, thank you.
Yeah, I agree with that. He did start off a little jittery, but, you know, both sides, pretty even football game, right?
10-9. That's another astute observation.
You're ready today, Bert.
10-9. Let's go to Adam Zucker. Help in our New York studio. Kind of a typically muggy day in early September in Central Texas. The Aggies hold on to a 10-9 lead over UCLA. Vern Lundquist, Gary Danielson here. Assessment of the first half.
Well, you know, for an opening game with two teams trying to change their offense and their image and the way they were rolling things out, I thought the story of the game was it worked for both teams, but not for touchdowns. And there were opportunities, but it seemed like the defensive pressure, especially for A&M, was a bit too much for Rosen. He only really completed 3 passes over 10 yards. And when you have a big-time quarterback, that's good defense, being able to stop that.
How about the first half trends, Gary? Take us through those.
Well, you know, you're going to look at both quarterbacks and the way they do it. And when they're getting out and you were able to handle a big-time elite quarterback and hold them to 11 for 19, Trevor Knight kind of dinked and dunked it around, showed flashes of athleticism. UCLA was, I thought, very athletic in their secondary, but there's the story. The last one of the trends. That's really what changed this game from being a high score to what we have right now.
Excellent kickoff, and let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Vern. I was able to talk to Coach Mora, and he said what we would expect him to say, that we have to finish drive. They made 3 trips to the red zone, don't have any touchdowns to show for it, and he said it really comes down to the small things, like running the right routes, knowing exactly where to go, and being mentally focused on every moment of the game. Outside of that, he was really pleased with their performance.
Thank you, Allie. 10-9, and Josh Rosen and the Bruins will get the ball to open quarter number 3. Again, there's an absence of wind, so no advantage to be taken there. 4 down for the Aggies. Rosen runs away from Myles Garrett and completes the pass for a short gain out near the 30-yard line.
Well, with this style of offense and the way they're going to try to control the line of scrimmage, hit the little bootlegs, eat up some clock, there's no way Josh Rosen is going to put up the numbers this year that he put up a year ago. But I do feel he's learning to be an NFL quarterback in this style of offense.
Here's a quick flip near side. It's caught by Kenneth Walker, and that's going to be a UCLA first down. Nick Harvey, number 1, has been busy in that secondary.
I think excuse me, Vern, I think the idea that UCLA won was something different, where the whole offense was a me, myself, and I Josh Rosen offense.
Right.
And they got into big games against the good competition, that they could have some other weapons available.
Scott Quesenberry is the center. Rosen back. Pressure coming from Myles Garrett. The pass.
Boy, he missed another one.
Oh, did he ever?
Yeah, he's wide open. I mean, this is a player, I mean, I can't even tell you. I mean, maybe 15 yards open on the play. Coming from the backfield, no one covers the tight end down the seam. If Rosen throws a strike there, that ball's going to go all the way to the 20-yard line at least. That's 2 big plays that Josh Rosen has missed. 2 opportunities.
Now Garrett takes a wide gap way out to the left defensively. There's a quick flip over Garrett, and it's dropped, and there's a pop from Armani Watts. It was legal, delivered with some degree of enthusiasm.
Well, it was the borderline legal.
Yeah, I know.
The ball was dropped, and that was that's when I'll bet the officiating crews are going to say, we need to call this one.
Yeah.
A defenseless player, I would call that unnecessary roughness. You have to be in control of your body, and that ball was clearly an incomplete pass.
And it was deemed legal. 3rd down and 10. See if the pressure comes now from Texas A&M. They send 4. Rosen. That's complete, but it's short of a first down. The catch is made by Darren Andrews. Take us through the points of emphasis this year for the officiating.
Well, Vern already gave you one of them. He did his homework, and that's that the quarterback, not just a quarterback, a player can give himself up. But targeting and dangerous contact fouls, that is always going to be in our game from now on. Coaches can now be ejected from games. That'll be interesting, right?
Sure will. Nice and high, and Kirk has to cater to make another fair catch. Austin Kent with the punt. Early moments, second half. Hot afternoon in September. Aggies and UCLA. Aggies lead 10-9, worst starting field position of the day. Now Quicken Loans presents today's Scholar Athletes. We've got a couple of them. Josh Rosen, UCLA quarterback, Trevor Knight, A&M quarterback, both with GPAs above the 3.0. And respective majors, economics for Josh, and Trevor Knight has his BS, pursuing a master's degree in business administration. He led a mission trip, by the way, to Haiti. 15 fellow football players, a total of 29 athletes from A&M. It's his 4th trip he's made in behalf of the Haitian Relief Fund. First down 10. Play action. Deep. Got him. Ricky Seals-Jones, and he strolls out of bounds with the first down.
Mern, I swear I was just going to tell you that Christian Kirk and Ricky Seals-Jones and Josh Reynolds have had a lot of catches in past years, 176 of them coming in 2015. They've had some in this game, but no big plays. Finally, a big pass play.
And a big run. This is Keith Ford, right up the middle.
37-yard line.
That's back-to-back plays now, 33 on the pass and 17 on the run.
And when they get a big play and a first down, excuse me, I was going to say Oklahoma. I could say it because Trevor Knight threw it and Keith Ford ran it, but A&M will go with a little more tempo. Avery Genesee, their really only veteran offensive player and left tackle, just limped off the field.
Coda Martin, number 75, has taken his place. This is Christian Kirk in motion. Now sets up to the right. They'll try Travion Williams up the middle, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, when you only have one offensive lineman with more than one start, and that's the guy you lose, and it's your left tackle, that is a concern.
Coda Martin wears number 75. He is a sophomore. Too wide, too left. Too wide right, that is. Flag.
Got him with the snap.
Yes, Edward Pope.
Will it be an illegal procedure on A&M, or will it be a snap count or neutral zone against UCLA? Boy, the centers really bobbed on that play. Let's see if they don't make the call on Eric McCoy, the center.
Offside. Defense number 47. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
That is Eddie Vanderdoes.
I'll tell you, there was a conference there, but the umpire had it as a center bob, and he was called off on it.
And a reminder, it's a Pac-12 officiating crew.
That changes it big time. Third and, now short yardage.
Knight in the gun. And up. First down. That's Keith Ford again. He's got the only touchdown of the game. It's Ford, who transferred from Oklahoma, sat out all of last year.
Well, he's not the home run threat that they can get from Trayvon Williams, number 5, but this guy has got the size to pick up those first downs.
Receivers stacked left and right, and they'll take it over right guard and right tackle, and it's Keith Ford again. Tanner Shorp comes in, number 86. He's just given a scholarship last week. He was Trevor Knight's teammate at San Antonio Reagan High School. He's 1 year behind Trevor Knight. He's number 86, right side. Knight got it. Completed to 3. Josh Reynolds, number 11, with a big catch.
Well, Josh Reynolds is not a burner, but he's dependable. Gets position, the ball is put on the spot, and just as the defender puts his arms all around him, Reynolds concentrates and makes the catch. Beautiful play by Reynolds.
First down and goal. Knight looks for Ricky Seals-Jones.
Surprising
contact.
call.
Yeah, really.
They go with basically a fade pass. You can't really get a bump here to the outside because they're playing off. If anything, Seals-Jones could have ran a slant in there and kind of shielded the defender. But that was a play that really the defense wouldn't allow to happen by alignment that time. It just wasn't there.
Keith Ford is the running back.
You see if Trevor Knight doesn't keep this football here.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Incomplete.
I'm surprised. I really am. I thought this is a big series inside. It's 2 fade passes in this red zone 1st and goal at the 4.
Metters with the defensive job that time, number 22.
So Metters both time had good position.
Play fake. Ratley in the end zone, tipped away. Nice job defensively. Fabian Moreau, wow.
I'll tell you, Ricky Seals-Jones was calling a penalty before the flag came out that time.
Let's see against whom the flag is down. And we'll have a little conference.
Holding. Defense number 10. Half the distance to the goal with an automatic first down.
That was the man who made the apparent fine defensive play.
Well, Moreau is one who had the coverage on the play, and actually I think it happened even before that. I think just earlier than that was when the grab took place.
They'll run it forward.
They're calling his knee down before he scored.
Second and goal. And they'll go quickly. They're at the line. They're in the shotgun. Knight will keep it. He struggles, and I believe he cracked it. Yes, he did. He's across the plane, touchdown. Well, the 2 former Sooners have scored the 2 Aggie touchdowns.
Vern, it was basically the same play again. This time, instead of handing it off, Trevor Knight had the option to keep it, and his knees were up in the air because they were on the stomach of the defender for UCLA at the time he crossed. I think Goodman had the tackle, but the stretch by Knight into the end zone.
Number 36, Daniel LaCamera, is on for the extra point. Up and good. Most impressive drive, 11 plays, 87 yards, and one of the big plays was the penalty on Moreau.
Yeah, this was a 3rd down play. Remember, A&M had called back-to-back passes fades, and this time as coming out of the break, Ratley got held right from the beginning. That's when the flag is thrown, and that led to the first run play, and then the second one, the same play, the keep for the red zone touchdown by Trevor Knight.
Welcome back to Kyle Field. Our aerial coverage today provided by Goodyear. For 60 years, Goodyear has provided aerial coverage of college football's greatest traditions and biggest rivalries. And this stadium is rich in tradition, as is this university. Texas A&M, 59,000 students now. Braden Mann will kick off. Ishmael Adams, boy, he has done a good job of kicking it deep today. Well, our crew is going to move to Gainesville next week. Kentucky at Florida, 3:30 Eastern start. Gators and Kentucky play later on. Next Saturday, it all begins with the guys back in the studio, the Auto Trader College Football Today crew. Adam Zucker, Rick Neuheisel, Brian Jones. Next Saturday, 3 o'clock Eastern time.
I think this game, now that A&M has opened up a lead, we will see whether Kenny Polamalu, the offensive coordinator, and Jim Mora will continue to have the patience, or will they say, come on, Josh, get us back in the game.
First down 10. Sweep to the right. Soso Jamabo. That's his 14th carry of the game. Total of 59 yards now. Got up a little gimpy. Fullback Ainunu Tawa is to the left side this time. Here's Rosen. Heaves it out. Incomplete. Pretty tight coverage. It was intended for Alex Van Dyke, number 83. And it's 3rd down and 4. UCLA is 2 of 9 on 3rd down conversions thus far in the game. Rosen back. Incomplete.
I'll tell you, John Chavis has said, we're coming at you.
Yeah.
They have brought the blitz. They brought what they call a key blitz, where the linebackers come in and try to catch the guy they're going to cover. And this time, Rosen again, Josh had to get rid of that ball, especially on 3rd down. John Chavis has really brought the house. I can tell you, I bet you money he watched the same tape I did, that BYU tape, and said, I'm coming after him.
Austin Kent back to punt, left footer. Fair catch. And it's Christian Kirk, who has not had an opportunity to return it today. That's 42-yard punt. Nothing on the return, but the Aggies have an 8-point lead and the football. George and Tricia Knight in the stands today, watching one of their sons, Trevor, as quarterback for the Texas Aggies. They've gotten into the spirit of things. They've got the gear on. Of course, Trevor started at Oklahoma. And on the touchdown, it was Trevor Knight leaning in, got it. And there is a tradition here at Texas A&M of kissing your date after a touchdown is scored by the Aggies. Well, why not? And so
you learn fast.
Oh, yeah. Well, George Knight started this day in Houston. Trevor's fraternal twin, Connor, is a fullback for Oklahoma. So he was down in Houston to watch the pregame in the first quarter of that game. Tricia was here for the entire celebration here. But George got in his car, trumbled up, got here in time to watch his son score the touchdown. Into the flat, Christian Kirk. 3-on-3 again. He avoids Goforth, the defensive back.
Well, that's another one of the wrinkles that Noel Mazzoni has brought to this offense, is moving the receivers around. In the past, slot receivers were slots, wide receivers land out wide. Christian Kirk is lining up all over the field now.
And he's got 8 catches already. Intercepted. Picked off. It was intended for Ricky Seals-Jones. And Ardarius Pickett picked it off, so to speak. Sorry.
Well, this is the problem that occasionally Trevor gets problems with. He starts to go into that gunslinger mode and tries to do something on a broken play that he doesn't need to do. With this team, the running game and the receivers, Vern, he doesn't need to be a gunslinger. He needs to be an accountant. Okay? Just go out there, run the numbers, and not try to be too much.
(17-9) Aggies. First of tradition presented by Sonic. For more, here's Allie.
Thank you, Vern. You mentioned one tradition. Well, another great tradition here comes from the phrase "gig 'em." It's synonymous with Texas A&M, and it all started back in 1930 at a midnight yell the night before the TCU game. A&M alum Pinky Wilson gave a speech on how the Ags were going to gig or punt the Horned Frogs the next day. Thus, a tradition was born, and the thumbs-up gig 'em sign is a rallying symbol for the Aggies, not just here at Kyle Field, but all around the world. Gig 'em.
Said that very nicely with emotion. First down and 10. Rosen, 14 of 26 out of the gun. Left side, caught. It was Kenneth Walker.
Nice play.
Yes, it was.
One-on-one tackle. The playmaker, Donovan Wilson, plays all over the field. He plays strong safety. He plays corner. Here he's matched up one-on-one. Keeps his feet moving and makes a tackle in space.
Second down 9.
He's over the slot again. That's how valuable he is. Chavis called him a Tyrann Mathieu type player. That's what he's doing here.
Rosen chased, he's pressured, he lets it go left side, it's incomplete. Boy, that was tremendous pressure on Josh Rosen, led by Claude George, number 31.
It's just another one of those second-level players the UCLA team is handling on a delayed blitz. He waited, he saw the opening, and he took it. It's one of the toughest things for a running back or an offensive line, a linebacker that pauses. He waits for the back to commit somewhere else, and then he goes.
Only 2 conversions on 3rd down for UCLA in the game. Rosen, they
back to back.
Got him. Claude George.
Back to back. Three-man line. You know that offensive line for UCLA is trying to find number 10 and number 15. And what happens? Number 31 can't quite find him. He was in the middle again that time, even from that 3-man stunt, and he gets in there. And on 3rd down, the pressure of the game, the control of the game has gone to A&M.
Nice high deep kick. Another fair catch call. Excuse me. Now let's go to Adam Zucker in our New York studio.
By the way, that was one of my 16 games to watch this year. Yeah, so
I thought it might be.
The conference had that one marked as a win.
First down and 10. Now there's a little handoff to Keith Ford, who comes to the right side. SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey was here for the first half of the game. Kind enough to come by and say hello, and he is hopping a plane, not commercial. He's going to Arlington, Texas tonight.
Big game there.
Yeah, kind of. You had that one marked down.
Yes, that's a big game.
Yeah. That would be Alabama Southern Cal. 2nd down. Sweep left. Ford gets a downfield block. And that allows him to get the first down near the 50-yard line. It was Eric McCoy, number 64, who helped Ford gain 20 yards.
Well, that time the UCLA defense were caught flat-footed. They thought that the quarterback was going to keep the ball or a play-action pass, and all of a sudden that ball's going around the end.
Time called?
No, there was a substitution by A&M, so the officials allowed an opportunity for UCLA to substitute. They did not.
Knight will keep it.
He needs the slide.
Yes, he
now, those
does.
are the unnecessary hits. See, the one near the goal line when he took the hit to score, listen, everybody for A&M, Noel Mazzoni, Kevin Sumlin, they'll all live with that one. This one on 1st down, he needs the slide. It's a long season, and they need him healthy.
2nd down and 5. He did pick up 5. 17-9. Aggies jumped out to a 6-0 lead on 2 field goals. Travion Williams, number 5, the freshman. 4.5 to go, 3rd quarter. Third and 3. UCLA up 6-0.
Similar situation before. They had a penalty. Let's see if they can get a big stop here. They did it again.
Oh my goodness. Free play. Incomplete, caught out of bounds.
Well, that might be reviewed. That looked pretty close to me. Now, but did this play count?
Offside. Defense number 91. 5-yard penalty results in a 1st down.
That is Jacob Tuioti Mariner, the backup.
This play was really close. I don't know if the play counted or not, but it looked really close whether his foot was in when he caught it. Now clearly out. Good call.
1st down 10. Ball now at the 40-yard line. Genesee is still out, Garrett.
Excuse me, Vern. Two big penalties by UCLA. They haven't had a lot of them today, but 2 big ones on 3rd down.
Watch out from behind. And deep into the end zone. Caught! Josh Reynolds.
The veteran. Remember, Josh Reynolds had the early catch down to the goal line, and now the veteran receiver plays the ball. It's lost by Rios in the secondary, and an easy touchdown for A&M.
Oh, it was. So the extra point try now. Connor McQueen will hold. He was a one-time walk-on, awarded a scholarship in 2014, equaling the number on his back. LaCamera's kick is up and good. Take another look at the end of this catch.
Underthrown ball, the receiver has the advantage, especially a guy who's played a lot, and Josh Reynolds showed you. Put it up, and he makes the catch.
.40-yard pass play. Ball underthrown. Josh Reynolds adjusts and gets the touchdown, and it's now 24-9. Well, the two former Sooners. Trevor Knight has his degree, and he's pursuing a master's, transferred here following Keith Ford, who transferred and then sat out all of 2015. 65 yards for Ford, and Trevor Knight over 200 yards throwing the ball. He also has a touchdown on the ground. This one returnable by Ishmael Adams, but not very far. Number 12.
Man, yes. You got it. Number 12.
That was the 12th man. Cullen Gillespie, just named as the 12th man. It's a terrific tradition here at Texas A&M.
Forced inside, Gillespie a linebacker, 45 yesterday, 12 today.
Yeah, he was announced at the team meeting last night. Gosh. Sam Miller had that spot for 4 years, and it goes back to 1922. E. King Gill was called out of the stands. The Aggies were playing Center College. DX Bible was the coach. They ran out of people, they thought, so Gill suited up. He never got in the game, but it established a tradition of the 12th man at Texas A&M. Watch out. Myles Garrett.
And Myles Garrett is making an impact on the game all game we showed, and finally now a bull rush right into Connor McDermott. That's not a young tackle. That's a guy, a senior, preseason all Pac-12. A lot of people saying he's a future high draft choice, and Myles Garrett is showing that he may be the first guy taken in this draft. Probably Deshaun Watson, but if somebody needs a defensive end, it'll probably be 15.
Keep it on the ground, hand it off, bounce it outside, and get 1 yard. Well, Myles Garrett.
I think he did it again, Vern.
Yes, he did. That was to stop the run. He had 12.5 sacks a year ago. He's had double-digit sacks each of his first 2 years.
Yeah, this guy's motor and his determination to play every play all out is impressive. He's 270 pounds. And when you meet him, he looks like he's a lean 250.
Four-man rush. It's inside, and the catch is made, but the tackle is made also. So Jamabo, and here comes a flag. I wonder. Yeah, there's a little jawing going on over here on the sideline.
This would be a huge penalty against A&M because this was a clear give-up play by UCLA.
Yep.
They were willing to throw a 5-yard pass and punt the ball. Could A&M give them a penalty first down?
After the play, unsportsmanlike contact. Defense, number 31, his first of the game. A 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the run with an automatic first down.
Claude George, who had those 2 big plays defensively earlier, Wow.
Yeah, he came from about 30 yards away to get in the action, and it was unnecessary on the play. Gets into the face of one of the UCLA players, and he cost his team big time.
Kevin Sumlin is going to let him hear about it now, and I would think when they look at the tape, you'll hear about it even more vociferously. First down, UCLA at the 27. On a 3rd and 19. Let's go back to the penalty again.
Now this is nothing but being a selfish football player. Comes in, Cole Cox, Massington, number 82, then gets in his face and jaws him. Completely unnecessary. It's putting yourself and your emotions ahead of the team.
I'm guessing we will not see him on the field for the remainder of the game. Second down.
Well, he's got a couple sacks, though.
Well, yeah, well.
Maybe you might be right, but we'll see. He got a tongue lashing, but let's see if he's valuable enough to put back out.
Rosen, deep. He's got a man open, and he overthrows him.
Man, it was close.
Kenneth Walker.
No pressure that time. Walker at the bottom of your screen kind of hitches, loses a little bit of his momentum running, and he can't get up to top speed, and Rosen overthrows him. Not as egregious as the opening throw.
Well, UCLA is 2 of 11 on 3rd down conversions.
So far, you're right. No 31, Vern.
Rosen inside. Incomplete. 4th down. 2 of 12.
Interesting call there, or an interesting decision by Josh Rosen. It's 3rd and long, and he throws about a 4-yard slant pass that clearly was not going to even come close to picking up the 1st down. It was not zone coverage. There was no hole there. Perhaps the pass rush getting to him so quickly, he just got rid of the ball a little bit too early.
Another boomer. This one, however, will be returned. Christian Kirk out to the 35-yard line. 56-yard punt and 18-yard return with 41 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. And let's go back to Adam Zucker in New York.
All right, thank you, Vern. And a great thing to see here, Nick Chubb is back after that awful knee injury last year, going in for the touchdown. 59 yards in the 1st quarter in Kirby Smart's first game as head coach of the Dogs. Meantime, Arkansas trying to avoid Mississippi State's fate from earlier. They're trailing at home to Louisiana Tech, 20-14. Back to you guys.
All right, Adam, thank you. Right here, it's 24-9. Final 45 seconds, 41 seconds of the 3rd quarter. Oh, kept it, threw it. 1st down.
Yeah,
Jeremy Tabuyo.
Vern, it's one of those RPOs, run pass option plays that drive defenses crazy. The offensive line was running a running play. The linemen were almost 3 yards downfield. You're allowed to go 3 yards downfield. They're blocking linebackers, and all of a sudden, Trevor Knight is throwing the ball to the outside.
And he does so again. That one is knocked incomplete. Intended for Tabuyo, Jeremy, number 19.
When you go fast, sometimes you run the same play back to back. This was the same play back to back. Different coverage force a different look, but it was the same play again.
Cut back. Travion Williams.
The action on the offensive line was beautiful, and a great read by the running back. The center, McCoy, pulls, but cut behind him. You feel the opening and make the run. Beautiful play.
And that is the end of 3 here at Kyle Field in College Station. The Aggies lead the Bruins 24-9. We'll return to College Station right after this message. and a word from your local station. Yes, welcome back to Kyle Field. College Station, Texas, a crowd just over 100,000 here. Celebrating as the home team leads for the moment 24-9 in the 5th ever meeting between Texas A&M and UCLA. Vern Lundquist, Gary Danielson, and Allie LaForce. Trevor Knight for the game, 19 of 30, 217 yards. He's also carried it 5 times for 19 in his debut. And on the other side, Josh Rosen, he had 6 of his first 8. He's 10 of 21 since then. And he has been pressured. Wow.
To say the least.
3rd down 1.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
Decision for Kevin Sumlin.
24-9 as we get ready.
He's going to go. Is he going to go hurry up? Is he going to punt the ball? I don't know. I'll tell you, I'd punt the ball. I'll tell you that. The way that defense is going.
Yeah, I think that somebody, he heard you.
Oh, no,
he heard you.
I think I might have, to be fair, I think I saw him running out, to tell you the truth.
Oh, come on. Don't tip that. You know, you made the point earlier off camera that the Aggies outweigh this UCLA team. Has that come into play here in the second half?
I just think they look, you know, more ready to play with those defensive ends. Has given, you know, UCLA a lot of problems in this game. Myles Garrett is just a tough mismatch.
Ah, look at this.
Perfect. You know, Vern, one of the themes that I usually talk about wherever I talk about college football is one of the uniquenesses about college football is the great players have to stay for 3 years. Myles Garrett in any other sport would already be a pro.
And now it's time for our Geico game recap.
Well, for the most part in the first half, it was a game of field goals, 3 of which were converted by freshman kicker J.J. Molson out of Montreal. He converted 3, then the only touchdown of the first half, this run by Keith Ford. And that gave the Aggies a lead. They later reclaimed the lead after the 3rd field goal, LaCamera, and it was 10-9 at the half. Pretty much all A&M in this 3rd quarter, now in the 4th. Trevor Knight got that one, and then a pass to Josh Reynolds, who adjusted beautifully on the play, and in for the touchdown, 24-9 on that 40-yard catch. And a moment ago, we're told that Ford was injured perhaps on this play.
Yeah, with J-Ron Brown, number 12 right there, puts it right on the knee or thigh of Ford, and that was an injury.
Allie can add to that.
Vernon Gary Ford came limping off the field. He sat down on the bench and he pointed to the inside of his right knee. They started feeling around. They got out a pad and taped a pad right on the bottom of the inside of the right knee, almost in his shin area. He shook his head at the coach and said, "I'm good to go."
After that special teams play by Josh Reynolds, it's 1st down and 10. Jamabo is the running back behind Josh Rosen. He'll give it to him, and he'll get 3, maybe 4 yards. That's his 16th carry for 62 yards in the ballgame.
Vern, I hate it when you're right, but there's still no 31 on the field.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I was not going to gloat. I wouldn't. That's beyond me. Not really. 2nd down and 6. Claude George had those big 2 defensive plays, but then the unnecessary roughness. And this is going to bring up another 3rd down. UCLA is 2 of 12.
Myles Garrett and Deshaun Hall were also not out there, but on 3rd down and a potential passing down, both of the big defensive ends run out there.
There's Garrett. Hall is at the left defensive end position. Third and 2. Up the middle. Looks like enough for the first down. Soso Jamabo. Third down conversion of the ball game.
Looks like Tyler Dotson, number 25, is the guy that's getting the extra playing time in there at middle linebacker for A&M.
True freshman. Right side, Jamabo again out near the 20, perhaps the 21-yard line. Sean Washington, number 33, with the tackle. Myles Garrett for today.
Yeah, he's made the great plays, whether he was pressuring the quarterback or sacking the quarterback or rolling back on a run play to make the tackle. He has been all effort and all over the field.
Second down 3, under 12 to play. Fumble. Rosen picks it up. Under pressure again. He's got a man open. Yes. Kenneth Walker, number 10.
No opportunity but to do anything but throw the back shoulder throw here. Once you drop it, your vision is blurred, and he did drop it, and all you can do is throw it to the outside and hope for the best, and he did.
Kingsley Keke, number 88, with a bit of pressure. And another first down now. UCLA out to the 33.5-yard line. Toss left side. Bolu Olorunfunmi.
We practiced that at halftime.
Yes, we
right?
did. Yes, we did.
It seems easy when you say it.
Taint.
Olorunfunmi.
Now there you are. See, you've got it.
Yep. It was like the old Timmy Biavakatuka.
Do it phonetically.
Now this one.
Yeah.
Every 25 years we got one of them.
Yes. Near side. Caught by Jordan Lasley. My favorite all-time story about difficult to pronounce names. Arizona State had a linebacker named Wayne Fonoimoana. This is generations ago. And they were playing UTEP. And the UTEP radio announcer kept worrying about the name, called the Arizona State PR staff. It's easy. Fonoimoana. They come in Friday. He says, help me in the name again. He said, don't worry about it. He pulled a hamstring yesterday. He's not going to play. And the UTEP radio announcer said, baloney. I've worked on this name. He's going to make it at least 7 times.
It's radio. I can do anything I want.
Yeah, exactly. You forget I'm doing radio. Rosen, oh boy.
Oh boy. Dropped potential touchdown.
Jordan Lasley. Wow.
Lasley goes across the formation. This time Josh Rosen does not miss. Puts it right on the hands, and his receiver does.
Second down 10. 10-13 to go.
Another potential touchdown.
Myles Garrett makes the tackle on Bolu Olorunfunmi.
Don't worry about it. Jamabu's coming in. Well, this is a drive that UCLA, I think, has to finish off. Looking at the score of this game, you almost got to think whether it's 4-down territory right now. Can they block him, though? It won't be 4-down territory if he gets sacked.
3rd and 10. Stunts. Rosen again under pressure.
Beautiful.
Oh, it was.
And he threw that one knowing he was going to get pasted by Alaka, number 42. He saw him coming. He stayed there. He hung with it, and he delivered a strike. Watch it. He sees it out of the corner of the eye. He knows the linebacker's coming, and he makes the great throw. Terrell Alaka that time was in the 31 position.
You're right.
Claude George was the guy who was doing it before.
24-9. First down 10, UCLA. Rosen across the middle underneath.
Busted coverage.
Caleb Wilson And he's loose for another UCLA first down near the 20.
A&M were picking out players that time, but someone forgot to pick out the other tight end on the play. Coming right across the formation, no one covers. It's man-to-man. That's a total bust by A&M. Tell you, a big lead can shrink real fast in football.
And the Bruins on the verge of scoring. They've got a first down just outside the 20. 5 first downs on this drive. Here's Rosen again. That should have been caught. It's intercepted. Justin Evans on the tipped ball.
Alex Van Dyke, it went right through your hands. 2 drop potential game changers dropped on this drive. Delivered as a strike. And I thought it was 83 Alex Van Dyke, and it was. Missed it, and a tip pass for the interception. Wow.
Time called. Josh Rosen. Oh, dear. 24-9 still. And don't forget, later in the game, the play of the game presented by Napa Auto Parts. Well, a tipped pass leads to an interception. Rosen now 20 of 37 for 222 yards, but he'll hop on that plane going back to Los Angeles, be thinking about those drops and tips up the middle. That ball is down near the 9-yard line.
So no hurry up here now for A&M. They need to, each time they first down and clock is what they should be thinking, and they're going to huddle.
And a reminder from Ali LaForce that Genesee, the left tackle, most experienced by far of the offensive lineman, has been out for much of the second half.
Yeah, Coda Martin has been in there the whole time.
Genesee. Second down, 4. Knight. Nope. And let's get more from Ali LaForce.
Vern, to add on Genesee, he pointed to his right knee, and that's where the athletic training staff was working when he first came off the field. Since then, he's been walking around casually. He's not in any pain, but when he gets down to do agility drills, he just doesn't feel comfortable going back in the game at this point.
Well, it's third down, and not listening to my partner, Gary Danielson. The Aggies threw the ball on second down.
Well, there was 100,000 other people that questioned that one besides me.
Knight.
Well, that one could have been intercepted.
Sure could have.
I don't get it.
Fourth down.
They
Fabian
gained
Moreau.
6 yards on the first down run play, and they come back with 2, forced passes.
Yes.
24-9 looks like a huge lead, but put 1 touchdown up there, and the pressure will shift very quickly to the offense for A&M.
Very interesting. Here's Tripucka. That's a good punt. And backs Ishmael Adams, and nice downfield tackle. Wow. Austin Fry. 61-yard punt. 6 on the return. It's 24-9, fourth quarter. Well, UCLA, they've had some chances.
And it started out right from the beginning of the game. Kenneth Walker was open for a clear touchdown pass, and way late and underthrown, and didn't get it. And then a big drop pass that could have been a touchdown, and then the final one was a drop pass into the red zone that would have gone down to the 5-yard line at least. Turns into an interception.
Well, and they've had some really key penalties.
And Vern,
yeah, you're about to make an observation here, I think. Yeah. It's first down and 10. I know this is going to be painful for you. Josh Rosen, oh wow. Out of the backfield, Soso Jamabo.
Well, Walker had it, didn't have it. Yeah. Save your energy and catch it is what I said.
Pressure. Missed
Whoa.
it. Rosen.
It's the slide. He needs to
Yeah,
learn
he
that
should've.
slide.
He gets out of bounds at the 41.
And that's what I think he was thinking right there. If I get out, considering where we are with 6 minutes to go in the game, for Josh, he's thinking that if I could get out of bounds and save time, it's worth it. And he does.
That is a first down 10.
And of course, the clock starts. After they set the chains,
Right.
they get it going.
6.5 to go.
So he should have slid.
Or as Dizzy Dean would have said, this is a generation and a half ago, he would have slid. You got to be a certain age to remember that. From the backside, Sean Washington.
Yeah, Washington got olayed on that play. The blocker on that play had him, totally missed him. Not sure who it was, but he comes in from the right side of the screen, and oh, an Olay block big time that time. Jamabo just completely missed him.
Fifth sack for the Aggies in this ball game. Sean Washington, number 33. It's second down. See, Rosen has been hurried 21 times.
So Jamabo needs to be able to protect and help protect the quarterback. He misses again. Oh, he's hot.
And the helmet flies off the defender. And let's get more from Allie LaForce.
Well, Vern, when Josh Rosen was asked earlier this week how he thought he'd handle the hostile environment here at Kyle Field, he said, you know, when it comes to fans, it all sounds the same after about 50,000. Well, the fans remembered that, and they've been chanting 50,000 every time he comes over to the sideline. I asked one of the yell leaders, the ones who normally coordinate the chants, if it was their decision to do the 50,000 chant, and they said, no, the 12th man came up with that one all on their own.
On third down, that's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
Looks like it's going to be short.
They will go for it.
And I think Mr. George is in the game.
Claude George is back.
It's a big series and a big
There
play.
he is, number 31. Well, see, you know your football. Fourth down, Rosen lets it go. First down, Austin Roberts. Oh, this is going to get interesting.
Sure is. Nice retreat that time by Josh Rosen. He knew he was being overloaded. He could feel it. He retreated and he waited and he patiently hit the guy he needed to for a big play. Great quarterbacking that time by the sophomore from UCLA. Perfect.
Now 24 of 41 for 272 in this game. Up the middle as she goes.
Oh, he didn't fall down.
Oleron from me. Is that?
Oh,
Yes, it is.
yes,
It's
he
a
was.
touchdown.
He put his hand down. Olorofumbi did not go down.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
He did not. Wow, look at that athletic ability right there. It looked for a second that his
it's
head might
touchdown.
have touched
It is under
the ground, but
review.
it did not. No wrap up on the play.
Nope.
He does not go down, and that's a highlight run right there. That's going to count. And we have a football game here, and I told you, it goes really quickly from feeling really comfortable to needing to make a first down as an offense right now.
Well, the ball is still, the carry is still being reviewed, it appears. Well, still.
Nothing hit.
I don't see anything.
Nope. It's a big play. It deserves a good look, but I think it's going to stand. 9-point game. Of course, UCLA will kick the extra point to make it a one-possession football game.
It's going to stand, it looks like.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Touchdown.
So the extra point forthcoming. J.J. Molson. The long snapper, by the way, is another freshman, Johnny Den Blaker. And the holder is the senior backup quarterback, Mike Faithful. High snap, ball down, kick up, and good.
How about that, right? You gotta manage these games. You gotta coach these games. You gotta understand how important the clock is. When there's 5 or 6 plays, it took only 49 seconds on that drive.
For A&M.
When they were having that 3 plays, 49 seconds on that bad drive.
Stay tuned for the Jeep postgame show that's coming up after our game. Go back to our New York studios with Adam and the guys. And this has become very, very interesting.
And remember, A&M is going to have to get 3, maybe 4 downs, four first downs to end this game. UCLA has all their timeouts left. That's the one that's probably most important right now. And A&M is going to go without their left tackle to do it.
Genesee has been on the bench most of this second half. 4:19 to go, 8-point game. And Molson will kick off for UCLA.
That 49-second drive may come back to haunt Texas A&M.
Remember that they picked up 6 on first down and tried 2 pass plays. This will be returned. Justin Evans. Out of bounds at the 26 for Texas A&M.
Yeah, that looked like a huge return, but it was, you know, no big deal.
I know it. I thought, oh, he may go for a while.
He did go for a while.
Yeah, 26 yards.
Yeah. Sideways.
All right, Trevor Knight. 19 of 32 so far, but most significantly, they don't need to be throwing here. I don't think.
Well, Vern, I kind of think a little differently. I think they got to do whatever they can do to move the offense now.
Trayon Williams, the freshman, is the running back. Knight with the change. Hand off, not much. Maybe 3 yards.
Oh, I'm surprised Jim Mora is burning his timeout so early. I thought he would go at least 1, set of downs before he did this.
So UCLA has 2 timeouts remaining. UCLA head coach Jim Mora. He bid goodbye to his offensive coordinator in the offseason, Noel Mazzoni, who was reunited with Kevin Sumlin. And a little cat and mouse game going on right now.
You wonder if he's trying to influence the calls by Mazzoni by taking a timeout. I would not have taken one after first down. Maybe after third down if you got there, but I would have not done it after first down.
4:01 to go. Second down, 8. Nope.
Well,
Ball start. Ooh.
Remember that?
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense number 72. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
That is Jermaine Illuminor.
Illuminor, remember the official that called that one standing right in front of the UCLA bench. I'm sure he got help. Probably was right. I'm just saying he got help.
I understand. Probably some urging. Well,
yeah, it's not very loud now, is it?
No, it's not. Second down, 13. Knight over the top. No flag. Randall Goforth, and it's 3rd and 13.
Well, right now, UCLA is playing the short passes. They're not backing up 1 inch. They're squatting on every throw. They do not believe A&M will throw the ball deep.
Third down, 13. The Aggies are 3 of 10. They've got 3 to the right side. Sweep. Travion Williams, 4th down.
Here we go, folks.
And you've got a kid throwing the football for UCLA who had a rough patch in the middle of this game.
Right.
But don't ever forget, he threw for 3,600 yards last year.
And he's got 4 downs every time.
Nearly a century of optimism.
Followed by back-to-back editions of 48 Hours tonight, only CBS. And another whistle. This time the line judge.
Prior to the snap, the previous play will be reviewed.
Well, welcome to the dance.
This is when we could take a commercial on.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea what's going on right now.
No, not at all.
Was there a turnover? Was it the spotting of the ball? Maybe the clock. That's all I got.
That's the best.
That's all I got.
That's not sufficient. Well, let's make this point now while we do have a chance and they discuss whatever they're discussing. The last drive by Texas A&M consumed 20 seconds. I missed it. Missed it completely. Time has been called. Well, welcome back. We wish we could explain what just happened, but we're uncertain. At any rate, there was no review.
No.
It's 24-16, 4th down and 7. Ishmael Adams is back to return. He hopes the punt of Shane Trapuka. This one is a good one. Adams goes over, grabs it, and steps out of bounds. Good downfield coverage by the Aggies. 49-yard punt, nothing on the return. Gary, to the point, the last drive, if you call it that, by the Aggies, 20 seconds.
Well, yeah,
I mean, there was a timeout called.
Sure. I mean, two of them used by UCLA. I mean, that's going to happen when you're going to ready to burn your timeouts. The penalty changed everything right there and played right into Jimmy Moore's strategy. It worked perfectly, and now he's got plenty of time. The clock is really no factor for any strategy that UCLA wants to use in their roughly, 4-minute drill right here.
I must say there have been more than a few folks who've gone home. It's 24-16 with 3:42 to go. Rosen, here comes Garrett from the backside. The pass is caught at the 30. Austin Roberts, Myles Garrett got there just about the time.
Sure does feel like UCLA, who's ever calling the plays or the timing of the plays, the receivers are getting open quicker, but it does feel like there's a rhythm with Josh Rosen in the pocket now.
2nd down and 1. On the ground, around the end. Jamabo. 1st down. 3:08 to go.
Fights him off with the straight arm, gets out there and picks up the 1st down. Clock will start. Got to be aware of that if you're the quarterback.
3 minutes to go. Aggies have 4 down, 5 on the line. They bring 4. Rosen looks deep, fires it deep, way downfield, caught at the 10. Kenneth Walker, touchdown UCLA.
Well, A&M got one like that, and now UCLA gets one almost exactly the same. And here we go for 2.
No, that one scored in front of the UCLA faithful who are here. And they occupy a good block. Now the try for 2. 24-22. Check the wide receivers. Jamabo is the running back. Rosen and his gang look back at the bench. Kennedy Polamalu is the offensive coordinator. A 2-point game, and UCLA with a try for 2.
It looks like they're going to take a timeout.
Jim Mora hurries down.
They did not know what they were doing. There was a lack of communication all the way around.
Mora had to hustle 35 yards down, and he is somewhat peeved.
Well, there's no way. Marcus Tuiasosopo calling the plays, and Rosen were not in sync. Let's go back to the touchdown play. Forced out of the pocket. Rolls and decides, oh, what the heck. Let her go. And when you let her go, the defender has his back to the target. This time it was Nick Harvey, and Walker makes the catch. A&M had one just like it. Kind of toss it up and hope, and you get a touchdown out of it. This is not the end of the world for UCLA to take a timeout right here. You know, I mean, you want to get a good play call.
And after a modest start, Josh Rosen has now thrown, after that 62-yard pass, for 343 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. It is the 7th career 300-yard game for the sophomore.
Look at the total yards in this quarter. A&M could not get a first down when they need it. Neither time could they grab one. I thought the strangest play call of the game so far was on 2nd down with about 8 minutes to go in the game, when they threw a pass when they gained 6 yards on 1st down. Strangest call of the game.
Try for 2, 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Rosen will take the direct snap. Here we go. Rosen into the end zone, caught. Touchdown, a tie. 2-pointer. Roberts.
Beautiful play by Roberts. It was an option play where Roberts can go either direction. He isolates, and Josh Rosen gets a little, all right, I yelled at you, but you're pretty darn good. Comes out here, wiggles, goes back into the space. One way, back the other way. A clean beat of Justin Evans that time. Wasn't even close. I think the timeout, although Jim Moore was upset, I think it helped settle everyone down and got a good play out of it. Vern, we've been together for 11 years. We've seen a lot of this. These last 5-6 minutes of games, there's a lot that happens.
Well, as an example, UCLA has scored, I get choked up talking about it. UCLA has scored 15 points in the last 1 minute and 40 seconds.
And it was a kind of a toss it up and hope. I guess you and I, Vern, had A&M intercepted that ball. We'd have said, Josh, why? Well, it turned out, why not?
A&M to the 21-yard line. And let's go back to Adam Zucker in New York.
And Vern, we go to Lambeau. After Wisconsin got the lead on a field goal, Brandon Harris with a minute left, intercepted by Dakota Dixon. Wisconsin will get the win, and look at this cheap shot by Josh Boutte of LSU, clotheslining him. He gets ejected. It's the first time 2 top 5 teams lose on opening weekend since 1972, as we send it back to you.
Thank you, Adam.
And panic is officially going around the SEC conference right now.
You got it. First down and 10. Knight chased, has to throw it away.
Right now, if I'm Tom Bradley, the number one thing I'm thinking about is keeping my rushers fresh. I want to have fresh guys on the field. I don't care how good my first string guys are. If they're gassed, they will not be able to put pressure on them. Give them a couple plays, roll the defensive line in there.
Trevor Knight has now missed his last 5 passes. Second down and 10. Nothing. Third down. And Takaris McKinley limping as he heads over to the sidelines.
One thing Mora who was begging him to get off the field was he did not want him to lay down and force a timeout and stop the clock.
They're down 9. Play clock at 10. Play clock at 5. Knight leaves it deep, incomplete.
Look at this. And remember, Molson is effective from 50 yards, basically, right?
We might find out.
Yep. Basically no chance. This UCLA team got the big break on the pass play. Walker catches it, and all of a sudden everything has changed. I believe it all changed with that short series by A&M.
49 seconds total. 3 plays from offense and a punt. Ishmael Adams. Watch out. Out of bounds at the UCLA bench at the 42-yard line. 17-yard return of a 53-yard punt. 1:18 to go. Rosen and his team out of timeouts.
Ishmael Adams, a real weapon on the punt returner. So much so they moved him to offense.
Huh. Just outside the 30 is the field goal line for a potential attempt at a game winner.
Yeah, but let's remember this. The 48-yarder he missed was plenty of leg. He just missed it. So I think they don't even have to get to the 30. I think they can get a little farther out the net, still have a try.
2 wide left, 1 wide right. Stunts defensively. Rosen will run. And he gets out to the 46. Loose ball. Loose ball. Was it down?
Whether he was down. They're calling him down.
Yep. Yeah, I think so.
Myles Garrett and Deshaun Hall have been quiet lately. Can they make a play? UCLA substitutes, so the umpire will slow it down.
Four-man rush.
We're going to have a review on that last play.
The previous play, ruling that the runner was down, is under review.
As you look at this, You take a look that Justin Evans might have slapped this ball out. Was his knee down, though? I think his knee's down before the ball comes out. Is there movement? Is there movement, but is his knee down? Remember, it's called down on the field.
Right.
This is a big call, but it is really splitting hairs. I think there's really only one look.
Yeah,
the replay official will have to look at that one look and decide whether he's going to change the course of the game. Back it up just a little bit more. Did the ball move before the knee went down? That's what's being looked at.
You want to weigh in?
I need to see it more. To tell you the truth, I don't have enough yet. Can we look at it again, please?
The call in the field, down by contact.
One more time, as slow as we can go. He's got it. He's got it. He's got it.
Certainly starts out.
He does start to move, I have to admit.
Yep.
If the official is aggressive, the replay official is aggressive, if he's that type of a personality, he might overturn this. If he's one of the guys that said it's too close to call, it's not inconclusive, this could go either way.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. Second down.
Replay official did not feel comfortable.
And you know what? I don't blame him.
I don't either.
No.
It's supposed to be obvious, and that was very close. I would say, boy, if you put me to a wall and said I had to decide, I'd say the ball moved, but it was a hairline.
Second down, 46 seconds to go. Aggies have 3 down. They rush 4. Rosen intercepted. Picked off at the 47-yard line.
Same guy.
Justin Evans. How about that?
I think Josh Rosen fumbled the snap, and it threw him off. Did he drop this snap or not? I had my eyes in the secondary on the play.
Yes.
Yes, he did drop it. Once he dropped it, he never saw number 14. Justin Evans was sitting in the middle, and he never refocused and found him. Justin Evans is right there. Once he loses him, when he loses control of the ball, he does not account for him again.
Aggies have all 3 timeouts remaining. Evans jumped up, got it, was injured on the play, limped off. First down and 10 at the 47. 4-man UCLA rush underneath. Travion Williams, the freshman, goes across midfield.
What a play by Anku that time, number 96. Anku might have saved about a 15 to 20-yard play that time. The UCLA defensive tackle made a tremendously gifted play on that one, on the screen pass.
Timeout is called by the Aggies. They've got 2 left with 28 seconds to go.
Screen pass, Anku fights off, spins back, and Jayon Brown, number 12, and Anku make the play. 2 guys lay out and make the play. Probably give a little more credit to Brown, second time I looked at it.
Back to play now, second down, 5. Josh Reynolds, bottom of the screen. Knight retreats, rolls right. He'll run it.
Yeah, no sliding now.
Oh, boy.
Absolutely.
How about that hurdle?
Yeah, no sliding now. You got to win the football game now.
First down, A&M at the 40. 2 timeouts left. Blitz. Knight retreats.
Set your feet or get rid of it now. Boy, that was just poor footwork by Trevor Knight. No pressure, but he just kept backing up and backed himself right out of the play.
14 seconds to go.
With timeouts, I'm surprised, we don't get a quarterback draw here, to tell you the truth. I mean, 10 yards and they have an opportunity.
You bet. Here's Christian Kirk late onto the field. 14 seconds to go. Knight looks over at the near side. UCLA, again they would blitz, they bring 6. Knight fires it, incomplete. 8 seconds to go. Josh Reynolds.
It clicked down one more on ours to 7 seconds after Vern said 8. One more click went off the clock. So 7 seconds. You got time for, a 10-yard out. Well, it doesn't matter. You got a timeout. You can throw it anywhere.
Sure.
Kevin Summons has to ride right next to the official on the sideline so he can call that timeout instantly when that ball is caught or if it's caught.
3rd down 10. Blitzes on the last 2 plays by the Bruins. 4 wides, 2 on either side. Timeout. Well, they've still got 1 left.
A&M really caught a break there because Landfair, number 70, really puckered on the play. He moved. UCLA pointed to him, but the officials did not see him kind of pucker up on that play. Could have been called. See if we see it. A lot of action going on. Yes, oh yes, he moved big time.
Yes, he
should have been called. And they're in, conceivable field goal range. This is either the 57-yard field goal try or the 109-yard return position. One of the two. Can't make up my mind.
Well, and we saw it. It happened in the Houston-Oklahoma game today. 109-yard missed field goal return.
But that should have been a 5-yard penalty. I'm shocked that that wasn't called.
3rd and 10. 3-man rush. They go deep. Ricky Seals.
Timeout.
Call time. No, it's incomplete.
Oh, it came out. Great call by A&M. Kevin Summan, Noel Mazzoni on that play. Go to their tall guy and just throw a jump ball in the middle of the field.
Darius, excuse me, Gary.
Go throw, no problem.
Darius Pickett defending. Well, now Hail Mary time.
Absolutely.
Right?
Might as well take the timeout and set it all up too.
Which they do.
Pickett is 5'10-ish. Ricky Seals-Jones is 6'5-ish. Great matchup right here to throw the lob ball. Puts it up there. Thinks he has it, but it's ripped out. Great play by Pickett. You think he has it, but Pickett doesn't give up on it. Keeps fighting and forces the ball out at the end. Because I believe Seals-Jones caught that ball. He forced it out as it was coming down. Great play.
Well, the Aggies have squandered a 24-9 lead in the 4th quarter. And Josh Rosen led them to 15 points, UCLA that is, in a total of 149.
Just remember, A&M has the big receivers. Probably be a scramble type play to buy time. Sets up, scramble a little bit, let her go.
All right, into the end zone. Christian Kirk gets knocked down, and we will go to overtime.
Who would have thunk it?
No. Not with almost midway through the fourth quarter.
Yes. Ball came out, but not enough for anybody to really react to it. Bobbled. One try for Reynolds, maybe, if he was a half a step closer, but he couldn't get there.
It was to Han Goodman, number 21. Overtime. Kyle Field, College Station, Texas. We're back at Kyle Field in College Station 24. All this overtime made possible by Chick-fil-A. 7 minutes and change remaining in the regulation. 24-9. Here's the coin toss for overtime.
Well, you know, UCLA wants to go to the right if they win. They want to go towards their fans.
You bet.
A&M would probably like to go to obviously to the left, where all the corpsmen are and the big bowl is.
Each team will get a chance to score 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Each team gets one timeout. You may both challenge. We'll flip this coin, heads, tails, heads, tails. The winner will get the choice of offense or defense, or which end of the field we'll play. Captain, what is your call?
Tails.
The call is tails. And it is tails. You've won the toss.
We want defense.
You want defense. Which end of the field?
Of course. They're going to go to the closed end now. Well, they're both close now, but
UCLA has won the toss. Texas A&M's ball, 1st and 10 at the 5-yard.
So UCLA will go on defense.
yeah, A&M wanted to go that way. UCLA wanted to go the other way. The UCLA fans are to our right, TV's right.
Yes.
So they're going to go away from them in the first overtime period.
Now, I would say this, just an observation, but those guys, those men and women sitting there, pay a lot more to the UCLA athletic department, to the guys sitting in the upper left-hand second
Oh, yeah,
corner.
there's some blue seats up there, aren't they? Yeah, some blue shirts up there.
The ball starts at the opponent's 25-yard line. Teams must have an equal number of possessions, and they must attempt a two-point conversion after the touchdown, starting in the third overtime.
Man to man.
Travion Williams. Knight. Josh Reynolds. That's a first down on the first play of overtime.
Well, I'll tell you, in crunch time in this game, A&M has gone to Josh Reynolds. I mean, he has been a dependable player. He catches the ball. He frames out the defender. Very easy to thread.
Knight will fake. And he's to the 10-yard, well, make it the 11-yard line. Matt Dickerson made the tackle. Second down, 24-24. Four wide receivers again. Kirk is in the slot to the left. Now Knight fires it. That's going to be caught and out of bounds at the 6-yard line by Ricky Seals-Jones.
One-on-one. Little option out to the outside. He's got Jayon Brown, number 12, a linebacker on him. That's a good matchup for A&M. Linebacker on a wide receiver.
And again, the running back is Travion Williams, the freshman.
Hard to imagine the ball not being in Trevor Knight's hands after this play, right?
Up the middle, it'll be first and goal.
He read it. It was a read play. He could have kept it, but he gave it, and good blocking up front.
Travion Williams getting a lot of action now. The freshman is Keith Ford, injured and on the bench. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he surges toward the goal line. He's just short. Eddie Vanderdoes made the stop. Second down, goal. Aggies' first possession of OT. They give it off. Didn't make it. Travion Williams.
Here's the play here now, because on 4th down, it's hard to imagine Kevin Sumlin not kicking the field goal, even if it's 4th and inches. You got to put points on the board. Is this where Trevor Knight finally keeps the ball? Is he going to go quarterback sneak here?
Yes, he is, and he's not going to get it. Well, second effort. No, there's no indication.
So.
No.
Okay, Kevin Sumlin, what are you going to do? I was shocked. UCLA knew when he went up behind center that they were going to go quarterback sneak there. Stoned by Eddie Vanderos, number 47. Stoned it. Was there a late push?
4th down.
4th down. Ooh, look who's coming in the game.
Oh, my.
Keith Ford. Somewhat limping, it seems to me.
And they will
take a timeout.
Call timeout.
For a review?
Maybe. Now, Trevor Knight is indicating a touchdown, but the officials have not.
He thinks he fell into the end zone. Gets stoned to start. There's no doubt that he stopped there. He's being held on from behind. He's holding his legs.
Oh, there's the ball. See it?
Yeah. It landed on the line, didn't it? Did he reach it out, or did the whistle blow?
See the ball?
Yep, there's the ball. He reaches it out. Now it's whether the whistle blew. The officials on the field called him short. I don't know what you do if you're the replay official on this one.
I don't either.
Clearly the ball crossed the plane.
Well, we're going to look at it again. Listen for the whistle.
Oh, no. That was after.
Yes, it was.
I think they're going to call this a touchdown.
I do, too. Clearly, the whistle came after the ball broke the plane.
Yep.
Listen again. Listen for the whistle. Watch the ball.
Can't. What you can't tell here, though, is whether his knee is down. There's no way to see his knees on this play. So that's another complication for the replay official. I mean, you don't know if his knee goes down there and then he sticks it out after, right?
Certainly not there, you can't tell.
Nope. Very interesting call for the replay. Remember last time he aired towards the officials on the field. Is that the right way to phrase that?
Yeah, yeah.
Or he made his decision towards the officials, leaving it up to the officials.
Better.
This time there's no doubt that the ball crossed the line. We first thought, was it after the whistle? That cleared up. It was, before the whistles blow. Now you start thinking about it. Well, was his knees down? We don't know. There's no clear picture of that. I don't know are they allowed to converse with the officials on the field to say, did you call his knee down? I think it's going to be a touchdown. I'd call it a touchdown because the whistle did not blow.
There's the whistle.
Here's the way I would do it if I was the replay official. If his knee was down, you would have blown the whistle. So I'm assuming you felt his knee was not down. You called him short. The replay says he scored. I'd call it a touchdown.
Well, and the ball is spotted just outside the goal line. His knee would have been farther back. True?
And remember,
After
this is
review,
called in.
It cannot be determined whether the runner's knee was down prior to the ball crossing the goal line. Therefore, the ruling on the field stands. 4th down.
That's what it was. Finally, remember, this is being called from Birmingham, Alabama, in that from the SEC headquarters. They're making decision.
And they are going, apparently.
Here we go, 4th down. Will they go for it?
Keith Ford is number 7, alongside Trevor Knight. Knight keeps it, touchdown. You knew it was going to come.
Well, it was only a matter of time. Gutsy call by Kevin Sumlin. And Sumlin on 4th down says, I'm not going to take the field goal in this situation.
They will go for 1. Christian Robertson will snap it. Connor McQueen will hold it. Kick is up. Kick is good.
Here we go. It's only halftime of overtime.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
We're shooting something.
There we go.
There was the first sneak before, and this time, instead of handing it off, Trevor Knight walks in. Well, that one was clear.
Yeah. Yes.
Interesting. I really would like to talk to the head of officials, whoever made that call, because don't sense the officials. Did they call his knee down, or did they call him short of the play? Because the whistles didn't blow. I'm a little confused on the mechanics of what happened there.
I have a feeling
we'll hear
that before the week is out, you will have that conversation.
Yes.
And if I know you well, you will instigate it.
Not tonight. I'm not
okay. All right. From the 25, UCLA must score a touchdown. Here's up the middle. Yes. Soso Jamabo. That's his 21st carry of the game.
Well, the UCLA player almost made the tackle to start with, but he realized my guy, and he goes around and looks for somebody else. Massington, number 82, does.
At the 15, 2nd down and short, very short. This one is stoned. 3rd down. Hardrek Walker, number 98. Third down. Funmi. And oh, there's a flag. Somebody lost a helmet. Andre James, it appears.
It's going to be against A&M. We know that.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 33. After distance to the goal, 1st down. UCLA player may remain in the game.
Sean Washington. Well, that's why the helmet went flying. 1st down and goal from the 7. They hand it off left side. It's Soso Jamavo who got one play of rest, and there's a little altercation, verbal, though getting close to physical down at the goal line.
Yeah, this feels like a passing down to me now. Could they find a way to get the tight end Austin Roberts open the way they did last time for the two-point play? Something safe.
Kenneth Walker, the one wide out. He's wide to the left. Handoff. Ishmael Adams, short, nailed at the 6. One-on-one. Nick Harvey with the tackle.
Sure did. And he's got a tough guy to make that one-on-one tackle with. 1 versus 1. The Aggie wins that one.
Tackle in space. 3rd and goal. Blitz, Rosen up, dances, lobs it, in and out of the hands.
Dropped.
Austin Roberts.
He made the two-point catch, and he should have made the touchdown catch there.
Fourth and goal. Kenneth Walker never goes to the huddle. He stays wide to the left. 4th and goal in overtime. Blitz. Rosen rolls. Under pressure, heaves it. Incomplete. Aggies win.
Well, we basically had on that play what we had all day. Pressure on Rosen and Justin Evans making the defensive play. First, the pressure. Comes out of the pocket, has to throw it off the back foot, and Justin Evans makes the pass deflection.
It was Sean Washington with the pressure, number 33. He has been a presence today. And let's go down to Allie LaForce with Kevin Sumlin.
Well, Coach, that's one way to start a season off. Your very first hug that you gave after that game was to Trevor Knight. Take us back to the 4th and 1. You needed one guy. How easy or difficult was the decision to give him that responsibility?
Well, we never, I don't think we ever doubted what we were going to do there. If you can't get that, then you probably don't deserve to win the game. So, I thought the other play was a touchdown. Took too long, but we had the play called. And great decision by him to pull it and walk in. That's a big win for this team to come back. That's a heck of a football team we just played, and they showed it. Josh Rosen's a heck of a player, and they're going to win a bunch of games. So we're fortunate to get out of here with a win, but great way to start the season.
Your defense may have let UCLA tie it, but they came up with that big interception and got the big stop when it really came down to it. How proud were you of the way the defense stepped up?
Yeah, we were on fire there for a while, and then we let up and gave up some big plays. And like I said, they've got great players and great quarterback, but start the year off with a win, couldn't be happier.
Congratulations, Coach.
All right,
Trevor, let's get you over here. What a way to start your first game off as an Aggie. Congratulations on the win. Take us through what was in your mind on that 4th and 1 when it was all up to you.
I had confidence in the play. Coach Turner came up to me and he said, hey, we've been running it that way, running it that way, running it that way. That D-end's crashing. You're going to have an opportunity to pull the football and score a touchdown. Sure enough, just like he drew it up, it happened, walked into the end zone. I'm just so excited to come into a new place, get a win against a top 25 team right off the bat. I have to obviously thank God. You know, the path that he's put me on has not been ideal, but he's brought me a lot closer to him through it all, so I couldn't be more thankful.
You take pride in really knowing who your teammates are and communicating with them. So when this game did go to overtime, what was your message to the team to rally them to this win?
You know, I looked all those guys in the eyes and I said, boys, we've been here before. This isn't a new group. We've practiced together for months now, and it was a brotherhood, and that's what got us through this game. When, you know, adversity hits, we stuck together and got a big-time win.
Now, your twin brother Connor in Oklahoma didn't get the win, but your dad did make it to both games. What was it like for the first time quickly playing without your brother?
It was different. You know, he was kind of a guy that always would come up and congratulate me after a score or something like that. So, but I know he was watching on TV and he was so proud of me, and I can't wait to give him a call. I'm sorry they lost, but I can't wait to talk to him.
Congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Vern.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, time now, Mr. Danielson, for our Napa plays of the game.
Well, the first one has to be the fourth down touchdown, right? Yes,
I think so, yeah. Nice call.
Fake it inside and basically walk in. We thought we'd see it a couple plays earlier, but we did not see it.
And then the defensive stop on fourth down. Who else? Justin Evans, after the pressure, came from Sean Washington.
You know, Vern, too many unforced errors for UCLA. They had at least 3 or 4 big plays where they dropped passes that could have been the difference of the game. They fought back valiantly, but too many opportunities, including one just a previous play that would have had it into the end zone that was dropped as well.
Well, the Aggies dropped a 24-9 lead with 7:50 to go. Tom Bradley, the defensive coordinator at UCLA, congratulating Kevin Sumlin. And the Aggies hang on. It goes to overtime, but they win it. There's Dad and Trevor Knight. How about, that's not even a selfie. That's a professional photographer taking that. For Gary Danielson, Allie LaForce, Vern Lundquist, thanks so long from College Station. The Aggies win it in overtime. The Jeep postgame show is up next after these messages.